We're on. All right, lads and lasses, g'day mates. Welcome to another episode of the 200 podcast. Live view, Newcastle at home against Watford. Slightly important game. I'm going to be taking through most of it, I think. And I've got joining me today Craig up in Cairns, who still hasn't shaved. Unbelievable. How you going, Craig?
I'm good with yourself.
I'm all right. I'm still looking at unshaven, bowel, boiled egg.
May come off Monday before I come back to work.
You're probably end up running off during this game if it's gone bad for us.
This is more important than work, man. What are you on about?
Obviously, significantly.
Got Mark joined us. Couldn't make it last time, Mark. How are you doing? You got your mute on, mate? Mark. Oh, hey, we're after a flyer here. Jack, how are you going, mate?
Cracking start.
I'm a champion. This is my first watch along. I'm excited.
Aye, we'll see how it goes. We can sort of see in your glasses, like, so we might get a takedown notice, like Craig was saying before there.
Bit of copyright there.
Right.
That's if we survive this tsunami, though. There's been a tsunami warning.
There has.
Brisbane.
The fuck's that about?
Glass.
What we're supposed to do?
There's been some earthquake or volcano under the sea in Tonga or something like that. So the east coast of Australia is under a tsunami warning.
Well, so they send out this little warning going, oh, by the way, you might die from a tsunami. And then they give us like no advice on what to do. I'm 9 floors up in an apartment block. What am I meant to do? Like go and buy a dinghy just in case. What am I supposed to do here? Unbelievable.
9 floors up, you'll be all right.
I know, but I'll probably just die here though. Mark, can you hear us at all? Mark? Your name is Mark. Mark. Earphones, Mark.
He's gone.
Oh, Jesus Christ, he's gone.
Well, you'll be back.
Back to bed.
Wait, look, let's get the teams up because the teams have been announced. Let's have a look at what's going on with the Newcastle team. So, let's change that. So, here we go. So, we've got Dubravka in goal. Craig, this is pretty much what you said in the previous podcast, except you picked, who do you pick? Instead of Mankiewicz, that's right, he's banned. So we've got Dubravka in goal. Probably could have done with having Dubravka and Darlow at the same time, like. Kieran Trippier. No, but Trippier, obviously, Lascelles, obviously, Fabian Schär, obviously, and Paul Dummett. Nice to see Paul Dummett back, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
How
long has he been off for now?
I don't even think he started again this season, has he?
I was going to say, I don't think he's played this season.
Not that I remember.
Feels like he's been injured for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
No, so hopefully it doesn't like last 5 minutes and then pull a hammy or something.
Friggin' up now.
John Joe Shelby and
Dummett's got a calf problem, isn't it? I think like a long-standing calf issue. But
I don't know. I mean,
yeah, it's definitely good to have him back because it gives that bit of balance at left back.
What we want is him not to be off the pace. I mean, he's had no game time. It's a bit of a risk to bring him in on such an important game with no kind of time to get up to game speed. And, you know, if he's going to have to track back at full speed and full pelt, he's going to... In my prediction, I don't think Dummett's going to last this game. I reckon he's going to pull something. It'd be a nightmare.
Well,
we've got John Josh.
I've got Lewis on the bench, so if they can do 45 minutes each, that might be all right.
That might work, aye. God help us, let's not put Kraft on the fucking hell. He's shit. Well, having said that, I was going to say he was all right, wasn't he? Yeah, he was all right against Man United, but there again, they were shit, so you know, doesn't really prove anything. We got in the middle, John Joe Shelby, Sean Longstaff, and Joe Ellington. I guess he'll be a little bit further advanced. Ryan Fraser and Maxi on the wings, do you reckon?
Aye. I think that's inevitable.
I don't suppose there's anybody else down the wings there. And then, of course, we've got brand new signing Chris Wood up front. On the subs bench, Darlow, Gillespie, so a couple of keepers, Richie.
2 keepers.
Lewis, Kraft, Murphy, Almiron, Willock, and Anderson. Here's Mark. Mark, you sort yourself out?
I've sorted out technical difficulties.
Yeah, right. I was just saying, just went through the team lineup here. Anything you want to point out about this lineup? It was pretty much what Craig was predicting.
I think it's as much as we can ask for, really. Still surprised no Gale on the bench. 2 keepers on the bench, as you were just saying, is a little bit strange. But, yeah, take what we've got and go with it. I think
we've got plenty of goalkeepers in the squad, so we might as well put them on the bench.
Yeah, may as well take up some squad positions.
Cool.
I think that's a 4-3-3 though. That would be because Joe Linton will be playing in the centre midfield, won't he? Like he has been doing.
Mm-hmm. I'm looking forward to seeing what Chris Wood does in this game. Like, I think it's going to be class. I just hope that we didn't get overrun with bloody counter-attacking from Watford. Pushing us back out and pushing us deep. We need to get up. We need to control this game. We need to set the tempo. We need to dictate how this game goes. I don't think we're particularly great at doing that. But
first goal is really important.
First goal is important, but it's important that you didn't lose your shit. If it's not us who scores it, you don't want to drop your heads. And like Craig was saying, that Watford will drop their heads if they go behind. I don't want to see us do the same thing. And we haven't been scoring that many goals. You can understand why we would. So yeah, all right. Anyway, so anyone else want to point out anything on this lineup before I move on to Watford?
This is going to be important for Sean Longstaff as well because he was really good against Man United, and then I didn't see the full Cambridge game, but by all accounts he was pretty dreadful in that game. So if we want to try and control the ball and actually do something with it, it's a big game for Sean Longstaff. He's playing for his future really for Newcastle as well.
Oh, his contract's up in the summer.
Yeah. So. Yeah. If he wants to get himself a new contract, he's going to have a good few months.
He's going to have to stop losing the ball for a start.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how many times he gives the ball away. Sometimes he looks really composed and like he knows exactly what he wants to do with the ball. He's got great vision. And other times he just seems to shit himself. I mean, I suppose you could say the same for half the bloody team.
He just never looks confident on the ball to me. He always looks like he looked good under Rafa, and he had a few decent run of games under Rafa, but other than that, he's looked lost under Bruce. And I wonder if it's something to do with if he's not getting the instructions that he needs. He needs to kind of be told where he needs to be, what he needs to do, where he's supposed to be running, and then he's happy to go out and do that. But if he actually has to make any decisions himself, that's usually where he just seems like a rabbit in the headlights.
I don't think he handles pressure too much. I think if he's getting closed down, if he doesn't have the space to think about what he wants to do, he kind of flaps a bit.
He's got decent attributes though. He can get forward and he can score a goal, but it's just the rest of it. He's like, and when he's bad, he's really, really bad. He doesn't seem to have kind of middle games. He's either decent or terrible.
Yep. His brother's back as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, I don't know what went on there with that loan. I think he only played a handful of games. Yeah. It's such a strange situation because he obviously came in for us and he was really good, and then the last time he played for us really was when he had a couple of games. He came in out of the cold and played against Man City and Liverpool a couple of Christmases ago, and then that was it. He was never seen again. So it's just a strange situation.
There was talk that he fell out with Bruce over his contract, wasn't it? So, and then he signed his new contract and then wouldn't get back in the side because he was in the bad books. But yeah, I don't understand why.
He was going to go to euthanasia or something at one point, and then Watford because of that link. It was all a bit weird. So, but he's only 21 or 22 or something. So, But players like him probably just haven't got a future with us, really. Like if we stay up, we're going to be hoping to buy some good players. So, which is a shame.
I think that's mentally.
Yeah,
it's like mental with them. I think as well. It's like you're seeing that they're not mentally tough enough going, oh, I'm going to win my squad position back and I don't care who they bring in. I'm going to get my game up to that level. It's just, you can kind of almost see it's like this resignation of like, oh, I'm going to lose my spot. So, who cares? I'm not going to really bother, which is disappointing.
It is. It's disappointing. When he's on his game, he's actually not that bad, He's like a little ferret, just guns chasing around the ball everywhere, He never non-stop run. Scored that goal against Man United, wasn't it?
On his debut, right?
That was the last game. I was visiting the UK. That was the last game I was at, and he was brilliant in that game. Obviously, he scored his goal.
Obviously, it was all that massive love in with the Longstaffs, wasn't it? They were all kind of like doing the interviews after the game, all big smiles, full of teeth, It's a shame. It is a shame, but I mean, these things happen. Not everyone's guaranteed.
They seem like nice lads. North Shields boys. They seem like nice lads, but
I like them sticking up for Joe Elton.
That was good.
Yeah,
wasn't it? So that dickhead fucking commentator. I didn't know you were that good. What are you supposed to go from that? It's a fucking piss off. All right, anyway, look, that's the lineup for us. Oh God, I'm going to have to try and pronounce some of these bloody names. The important thing I think for us is our Foster's back, so he's just recovered from injury. I think this is his first game back from injury, so it could be that he's rusty, it could be that he's just brand new. Don't know what to expect. Didn't you say that Backman was really dodgy, Craig, in the last one?
Aye. The defenders, they've got the note special, especially when you look at Craig Cathcart. He's 32 years old. He's now coming to the end of his game. And even when he was in his prime and his pomp, he was never quick. And now honestly, he could lose a drag race with the canal boat. He really could. He's terribly slow. I hope Ryan Fraser and ASM absolutely tear him and you want today. Get the ball onto the feet and just run at him, because he will give away stupid free kicks. And when you've got the likes of Trippier and Wood to get on the end of them, could be a massive advantage for us. And it could also bring him up for a yard booking or even red card for put that much pressure on him. But he is known for his daft mistakes. And keep an eye on him, because he'll be one that'll crumble first from what I've seen previously.
So I'm going to try and pronounce these things because, look at some of these names, man. So you got Nkaki, that can't be right. King, Joao Pedro, Chris Kamara, didn't know he was still playing. Unbelievable. Horson Cathcart, Sissoko, our old mate Sissoko, Samir, Dennis, Kuka, and Kai, Kumbaya, let's call him Kumbaya at the end. I think Dennis is the striker, isn't he?
He is,
yeah. He's had a good season.
He's alright, isn't he? Aye. What do you reckon about Sissoko in the middle? I know your feelings, Craig, but any thoughts, Jack Mark?
I'd love to talk about Mr. Sissoko. He's like a bit like Michael Owen. I absolutely can't stand Sissoko. He's obviously a decent player, and he's got some good attributes. But that's part of the problem with him, because he just turned it on when he fancied it when he was with us. Whenever he played Chelsea, he was absolutely phenomenal, I remember. And then he went to some...
when the TV was on.
Yeah, when the TV was on. And then the rest of the time, half the time he was off on international duty with France, saying that he wanted to go and play in the Champions League. And then I remember when we sold him for 30 million, just after we got relegated, I was on the honeymoon in Italy at that time, and I just remember looking at it and just laughing that we sold him for that much money. And then actually he did do all right with Spurs. He did get to a Champions League final, lost it of course, but I think you'll get a nice reception at St James's Park today.
Oh, it'll be warm. I never really remember doing that much at Spurs, to be honest with you. I always thought he was kind of like, anyway,
he was all right. He played a decent role in that team, and he was part of a pretty good team. He was never like a flashy player for them, but yeah, it's just his players like him, just his attitude. And we've had this conversation about how Newcastle used to sell themselves as a stepping stone, and he kind of embodied that, didn't he, when Mike Ashley
and
was
that's
there.
the thing. I can't blame all the players that sort of wanted to leave and wanted to go to a better club or wanted to go to a higher paying club or whatever, because that's what they were sold by Ashley when they joined Newcastle. That was the whole point. It's like, oh, come to us. We'll pay you a bit more than what you're on now. We'll get you for a bargain basement price. Come and play well for a season or two. We'll sell you on. You'll make a load of money. We'll make a massive profit on you. And that was the whole game plan. There was no sense of building the club up around these players, and they weren't sold that. So, from that point of view, that's probably more on Ashley than the players, because if they're doing what they were sort of sold the club as being a stepping stone, then you can't blame them as much as maybe Michael Owen.
Yeah, it was funny because Michael Owen was on the TV just there on our screen watching the Man City Chelsea game. But that's what I was going to say about that stepping stone thing as well. When Benitez came in, and one of the things he said was, Newcastle United is not a stepping stone. That's one sentence he said, which really kind of epitomizes why people love Rafa so much as well, because he understood that. And he's right. Like, I think realistically, every club in the world is a stepping stone, other than maybe Real Madrid, maybe Man United to an extent, because everyone's got the price. But I think for a club to actively sell themselves as that is a real problem.
Jesus, Bobby, how old's that photograph of you? Look at the state of that. You're 12. Well.
Before he started his hard paper round.
Jesus Christ. That's a fair point, though.
Bobby says the new signings will be raw in the Premier League. Hopefully, won't be quite ready.
I know. I just put it on the screen.
I don't have a clue who these people are, by the way. Ngakia. I've only heard of about 4 of the 5 of the Watford players here.
Oh,
yeah, 2 of them used to play for us.
Yeah.
From what I've been reading, and I don't know how accurate this is, but 2 of the 4 defenders are brand new, never played in the Premier League before, and as I mentioned before, Cathcart is pretty slow, a bit dim, but the other one, he's just I think Samir. He's pretty decent. He's got decent form. He doesn't pick up any bookings or anything like that, which is quite rare for a centre back. So he could be their stable one in the back line. But when you've got 3 of the 4 potentially bad eggs in there, it could be our day for a good win for a change. We need it. Fuck me, do we need it?
Well, hopefully the crowd's like well up for it and gets behind them from the first whistle, because the players definitely need it. I think all the crowd's going to be as nervous as we are, and that I hope that doesn't sort of filter through from the crowd, because I think it will be quite easy for the players to get a bit overwhelmed as well. The pressure must be insane on them. Not only have they got this must-win game, but they've got all this like media speculation that they're going to be replaced with some £35 million signing in the not too distant future. So
this is what I was talking about. Yeah, this is what we were talking about with Chris Waff the other day. It's how much of a problem is this for Eddie to have to try and motivate players when realistically they know that they're going to be out the door? Is he kind of relying on their professional pride, or because it's a pretty unique situation to be in? Most of the players are just not good enough. Even if there wasn't a takeover. The Mike Ashley era meant that we ended up giving contracts to people like Dwight Gale and Matt Ritchie instead of selling them because it was cheaper to do that. So, yeah.
Well, we haven't signed a defender since we got promoted, have we?
I think Shah or Fernandez is the last defender we signed. Well, centre back we signed Lewis, but yeah.
Where is Gale? What the fuck's going on with Gale?
COVID, or he's being sold and they don't want to kind of risk it, but. I think he's probably one of the ones that have had COVID, and it's probably just taken him a bit longer to get back up. But yeah, he's this weird situation where even when he is fit, he never seems to get a game anyway. So it's kind of hard to see what's going on with him.
It's really bad luck, isn't it? I mean, just when Wilson gets cooked, you think, all right, Gailey, here's your chance again. Prove us all wrong. And he's injured at the same time, or he's ill, or whatever. You can't believe it. Anyone looking at this lineup thinking, I fancy a steak? Yeah, no one, just me. All right.
It looks like we've got a few Watford fans in the chat right now. Be interesting to get their opinion on what they think the game's going to go.
Well, one of them just said, Company owns. I guess that means, I don't know what that means.
It looks like he's on the US East Coast. Micah does YT.
This one.
So it's US East Coast. That'll be like 7 a.m. or something.
Must be
What
nice.
time is it, Micah? Yeah.
1 o'clock in the morning for us here.
1 o'clock.
It's 1 o'clock tomorrow.
I just realised this is a full Queensland lineup here. It's a full-on maroon lineup. And that's right, maroon, not maroon.
Maroon.
That's why we're screwed when the tsunami hits.
Yeah, if probably worthwhile pointing out to everyone that if we lose signal and we all cut out, it's probably because we're all under 6 foot of water.
I thought that's what happened to you at the start there, Mark. I think
I'm quite lucky. Cairns isn't part of that watch list, so I'm okay. It's just, cyclones and cassowaries and big fuck off kangaroos around here lately.
Just the usual.
Yeah. No, I think as long as you're all right, mate, that's fine.
It's nice to have
the pod one of you are 10 feet underwater, don't worry.
I can't swim either. I am absolutely shattered if the water gets to me. No, Mick is in New York. Nice one.
It's nice to have a couple of Watford fans on, but we are going to be biased, lads. So don't expect objectives.
Sorry, not sorry.
That's nice, man. It's nice to have all these guys from different places.
It's good. Yeah. Joe Linton's got his flag out, I see.
That was a very nice flag. Yeah.
I just missed it. God damn it. All right, let's have a look at this table then, because what was it, 8 minutes till kickoff?
Mm-hmm.
So it's just on the screen right now, actually. So, there we are. Second bottom, joint with Burnley on points. Goal difference is absolutely lifting, isn't it? 23. Jesus Christ. Watford with a game in hand as well, has to be said. 2 points ahead of us. So if we're going to have any chance, and then of course Leeds, they've managed to stretch a little bit of a gap there. So if we've got to get past Watford just to have a chance of bobbing above the water, haven't we?
Yeah, 3 points today is crucial. That would get us out of the relegation zone, put Watford in it. But yeah, it's going to be pretty touch and go. I think it's. Hopefully we're getting a lift because we've just signed some new players, but the Cambridge game is it's like we've been in this position before where we got humiliated in a cup game and then came out and beat Man City. So who knows?
You got to mark them in the comments.
What?
Have a look,
James. Yeah, mate. There's me helping you. I'm sorry, mate. There's me helping you. But appreciate the support.
That's a nice comment, though.
Yeah.
It is. Didn't expect it, but thanks, mate.
He's probably just trying to put a hex on us.
Yeah, hopefully we won't be having a derby for a few years yet, James.
I'll tell you what, this rate it'll be bloody next season.
God, I hope not.
But anyway, look at this table. So the bottom 4, if nothing else, we're the only team out of them 4 that's had a win in the last 5 games. So that's positive, isn't it?
It is.
Got to take the small wins where we can.
Yeah, I think there's a big bonus on what happens in the Everton Norwich game today. I think that could have a massive impact on that little mini table, that little mini league we've been talking about. Because you don't want Everton to pull away from us, but then we don't want Norwich to keep on top of us as well. It's going to be, I don't know, is a win for Norwich the best result? A draw the best result? I don't know. I don't know which way to go with that one. What do you reckon, lads?
I think it'd be good if Norwich won, actually, because Everton, I think, are probably catchable. I know we don't want the teams around us to be winning, but Everton are only 7 points ahead of us, and we play them twice. Mm-hmm. So I think that they're catchable for us, and I think it's good if we can drag more teams in. We just need to
put a string of results together. It's like something that we just haven't done. We've got 1 win, one win all season. I mean, we need to just pull our fingers out and get some results. It doesn't matter how at this point. We just need to get those wins on the board.
It's like Waffy was saying, isn't it? We've kind of forgotten how to win.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, just a bit of news that was coming up from Keith Downey at Sky there. Lille president Olivier Letang confirms that defender Sven Botman will stay with the French club until the end of the season, despite 2 bids from Newcastle. Now, that seems fairly clear, but there's still 2 weeks to go on the transfer window. I know Bobby's thinking that it's done, but are we? What do you reckon? Do you think that's the line under it, or is that just going to stoke the speculation? I mean, it is, isn't it? It's just going to stoke speculation for the next 2 weeks.
Absolutely. I think we'll go back in with another bid. Whether we'll get him or not, I don't know. Who knows? We get an agreement to sign him in the summer. We got like a gentleman's agreement type thing. But obviously, we would love to have him in now.
Aye. I'd love to have a new central defence completely. I mean, I'd happy to see Lascelles get dropped. I think he needs to be dropped, to be honest with you. Isn't the talk of giving Trippier the captain's armband as well? Wasn't the talk? I think I read that recently.
I think in the summer, that'll be one for the summer. But with Botman, I just think we need to move on and try and sign somebody who's more achievable.
Yeah, we just need signings.
And we can revisit that in the summer if we probably will revisit that in the summer if we can, if we stay up. But
yeah, no Pro
good.
Plus, Gary.
Yeah.
I thought about some coffee, but I went for the beer instead. So.
Yeah, I've got my beer. Jack's on the dry January, that bloody idiot. But I'm drinking this god-awful Coopers that I'm just drinking it because Dex banged on about it. And so I thought I'd do him a favour. But it's absolute horrible shit, like. I used to like this stuff as well when I first came here, but
I've got my Black Hops on the go. See if we can get a plug in, get a
nice
sponsorship
logo,
off them or something.
Local Brisbane Brewery. Well, it started in the Gold Coast Brisbane Brewery.
Probably my favourite Brisbane brewery.
I do have kind of Guinness waiting to go, like, as well.
Touche.
Bobby's mentioned the flag, the war flags display there. That is pretty spectacular.
It's class,
flag display. Yeah,
it makes a hell of a difference. I've just lost my stream. I didn't believe it. It makes a hell of a difference. I just saw a lot of Watford fans in the clouds there taking loads of pictures of it because it must look pretty good.
Dexter's made a good point there, Mark. You're drinking water beer, Hornet.
I never thought of that. Yeah.
This is your fault. It's your fault if we lose this.
You absolute tit. All right, everyone, we're blaming Mark. That's it. It's official.
For everyone in the comments, leave your predictions in, and we'll see who gets it right at the end of the game.
Good idea.
Yeah, for Mando, like about the Trippier signing, I think it's an absolutely brilliant bit of business. I think he's a good player, like just a really, really good, solid player for us. But he's a good leader on the pitch. He gives us set piece delivery and good crossing, which we were desperate for. And the price that they got him for was just an absolute steal when you think about it. I mean, they didn't want to let him go. He was in Spain's team of the season. I think it was an absolutely brilliant bit of business. I think most of us were hoping that he would have been the icing just to sort of say, right, let's go and we can build on that, and we're going to get some more players on the back of him. And I think we've got players that want to come. The clubs just don't want to sell, and it's the issue with January. It's like you're always going to have to overpay in January anyway, but not good for us at the moment because they all know we're desperate as well.
Good old Peppa Pig. Hasn't exactly been a great mascot, like. So I've brought along Michael Owen's highlight reel here, just in case we get bored with the game. Also, it gives me something to chuck against the wall as well if it gets tits up. So on the city well. Bloody iPads run out of power. Professional setup. All right. We're basically going to kick off, huh? Minute to go.
Not long. So
I'm
sticking with the original prediction of a 3-0 win.
Gary says, is this counted as nightclubbing, drinking entertainment at 1 a.m? I'm too old for nightclubs these days, so this is about as wild as it gets.
Oh,
yeah, you say that, but I still remember the pig and whistle.
Yeah.
For the Chelsea game. I got home and the sun was coming up when I got home.
I don't get out very often anymore, Mark.
Make up for when you do.
Yeah.
That was a good last night.
All right, boys. So who's nervous?
Me.
I don't feel like
that right now.
I think it's safe to say.
I'm probably just too tired.
Is it just me, or does St. Maximin look like he's wearing a tie around his head now? What happened to like the Gucci headbands that were quite clearly a headband, where now he just literally looks like he's left the house and thought, oh shit, I haven't got something. I need to like grab a tie out to like put around my head.
You got wrong for doing that.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
I think he's probably got like the Rambo collection at Christmas and thought, I'll do a bit of that.
Right, you got wrong with Gucci stuff because they're not a
it's a sponsorship thing, yeah.
He got a sponsorship, did he?
No, he wore a
Gucci
Gucci
on the Premier
headband,
League
but then
brand.
got bollocked off it because he
Right.
had the Gucci, so he had to cover the Gucci label up.
Okay, now ridiculous, isn't it?
Chris Wood's a big man, isn't he?
He's a big lad, like,
He's a giant, especially when you see him next to Trippier.
Look at next to Ryan Fraser. Ryan Fraser. Is that when you created yourself when you were 12 years old in FIFA?
All right, boys, here we go.
But look at that ground without any of the Sports Direct stuff going on.
That's good.
Glorious.
So good. Come on, the lads.
All right, so we're playing down the hill, so I guess we've lost the toss. That's a good start.
That's a
Yeah,
rarity.
that's unusual.
First foul of the game. That was pretty good. I was like 2 seconds into it. Joe Linton down the wing there, getting hacked on 18 minutes by some fella. I don't know who he was. One of the Watford people can tell me who that was.
18 minutes. That was a quick 18
18
minutes.
seconds. 18 seconds. Did I say minutes?
You did.
Ah, shit the bed. I meant seconds. So, first opportunity for Chrissy Wood here. Boxes all loaded.
Niall says, what channel is this on? It's on Optus Sport in Australia.
Shelby balloons it.
Shelby trying out for the Falcons.
There was a Fraser free kick. Not a bad free kick, actually. Ben Foster came out and punched away, and then Shelby, I just skied it basically, didn't he? It wasn't that high, but it was nowhere near the goal. This is nice to see. Actually, it looks like they're going to try and play out the back at Watford, and we've got three players sitting on the edge of the box waiting for the ball. That was good, wasn't it? Putting them under immediate pressure.
Yeah, it was. It's obviously a sign of intent there.
I'm sick of the times we just go into our own half and just wait for the ball to come to us.
How old is Ben Foster now? He's been around for ages, hasn't he?
No, he's been around for a while, yeah.
36 or 7, I think it is, or 38, something like that. Oh, he's well old, like.
Right.
He's got a big YouTube channel, Ben Foster.
Yeah.
Called it's like he's got like millions of subscribers.
The Fozcast, I think it's called.
He's injured that long and that many times. I'm not surprised he's got time to do bloody podcasts.
I remember when he came through the youth squad at Man United, I think.
Aye. Gregor volumes went mental.
I think he's had England caps, hasn't he?
How's that? Any better?
No, it's exactly the same. So it's back with Newcastle. Oh, giving a free kick to Watford just inside our half on Watford's right.
Oh, how am I?
From Shelby. There's a shocker.
There was just no need for that, though. He just literally gone in and shoved him in the back.
Elbow in the back, isn't it? Watford went backwards with the ball by those things. That's good work by us. Fraser down the right now. Oh, that's right. He started that way, didn't he? Nice ball through to Sean Longstaff, I think it is. Or was it Sean? No, it's Trippier.
Oh, canon.
Trippier is just that little bit of class, isn't he? He's just so composed on the ball.
So it's Newcastle's corner, 2 minutes, 45 seconds in. Trippier's first chance there. Good one in.
How good is it to have someone who can actually take corners on the pitch?
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Tell you what, these Watford defenders are big lads now. Like we're seeing
Yeah.
how big Wood is.
That's what I was saying before. You played on the floor.
Jesus, mate, you're going to bust my eardrums at this rate. Here's Maxi. He's on the wing. Is he going to pass it? No, he does some kind of weird shot thing. Oh, it's loose. Oh, and Ben Foster's got his hands on it.
Bobbled into the box, couldn't get anyone on the end of it.
This has been a good start, though. Good intent this start.
Yeah, it's in the right direction. It's in the right half. I don't know what Maxi was trying to do here exactly. Was it a shot? It looked like it was meant to be a shot.
Probably.
Yeah, unfortunate. So Watford are already down.
Why can't Watford wear yellow in this game? That wouldn't be a clash, would it?
Yeah, they might just try and advertise the third strip or something. Unless that is the second strip. Oh, no, sorry. It's not about the first strip, isn't it? Yeah, I don't know.
That's not too loud now, is it?
All right, still massively low now. Unless it's going to... Yeah. Is it loud for anybody else? Is it just me?
I can hear it a bit, but
I can hear it. It's not massive.
not too bad, though.
Not a major issue.
Probably just me then.
So it's you then, AI. Well done.
So, with the ball, Trippier in our half. Sort of fanning around the halfway line here. Watford haven't really done much at the minute. Coming up to 4.5 minutes. Right, turn this down in case I get a takedown. Loose ball into the centre. Watford's got it.
Come on, man.
That's a bit of nervous defending from Watford there. The winger tried to square it to Ben Foster, I think, and he put next to nothing on it, and almost got caught out there. But the ball's with Watford in Newcastle's half now in the centre. It's off to the left wing, Newcastle's right. Pedro with the ball, but he tried to do a no-look straight square through ball, but it went absolutely nowhere.
It was dog shit.
It was dog shit. Newcastle are fanning around on the edge of their box. I'm nervous as fuck when we try and do like a play out the back thing. I'm nervous as shit. Like
we just don't have the passing at the moment to be able to do that.
No.
And that's the good thing that Dexter was saying on the pod the other day, that we've got that outlet of Chris Wood now. So if that isn't working, we can just kick it up to him and he'll hopefully be able to hold it up.
Yeah, Watford are making good moves here. So we've got a bit of space in the centre. Edge of the box, into the box on the right wing. He squared it to nobody, thankfully.
Oh, shit.
Down on the edge of the box. As only Shelby can, and
nice.
he picks up the
Shelby yellow card.
5 minutes. 5.5 minutes. Shelby cuts down Watford's player on the edge of Newcastle's box. It's definitely outside the box.
That was literally like about half a yard outside the box.
He was fucking miles away from the ball as well there.
Eyes are just on the ball, but he misses it completely and kicks that fella's leg. It's a very good opportunity for Watford here. Very good opportunity, right on the edge of the box, slightly to the left in Watford's direction.
That was a really stupid foul to make. And that was it.
Welcome to Newcastle.
He was never getting there.
This is Shelby, though. You know, you can do
He doesn't think.
He goes and does that. He doesn't have a brain.
So they're working out who's going to take it. Anybody in the comments wanting to tell us who normally takes free kicks for Watford? Not like I pick them out, like. Got any idea of anything too long. Ain't going to be Sissoko, I'd imagine.
Mr. Sissoko's going to take it, put it in the top corner.
Come on, you bastards. And I'm not going to look at them comments because I think it's going to tell us exactly what's going to happen here.
Into the wall.
Too much space.
That was good.
So that basically was a kick into the wall that went up into the air, and then I think it was Dennis who tried to do something with it and just hooked it into the leader's end. But Newcastle's just given it back from the goal kick, and Watford have had an opportunity to do something there, and they've just kind of crossed it straight out for another goal kick.
For the people asking how we're watching it, we're in Australia watching on Optus Sport, so we'll get the official Premier League. Yeah, we'll get the official Premier League feed in Australia.
I've got to fly 10,000 miles to be able to watch every Premier League game. Unbelievable.
For $15 a month, really.
$15 a month, and you get your mobile phone. It's unreal. Don't get the FA Cup though, but that's probably a good thing because we're shite.
It doesn't really affect us anyway.
Kings just brought down the cells, I think.
Joe Lennon.
So Newcastle's on the wing here, left wing. He's pulled it back to Shelby. Shelby recycles it to Longstaff in the middle, spreads it wide to Trippier. He's well marked. Comes back to the halfway line to the cells, I think. What's he doing over there?
I'm worried about that. I'm worried about that yellow card for Shelby, though.
Share back to the keeper. Oh, he's a freaking idiot sometimes, man.
He likes himself.
Early doors for him, yeah. Yeah, early doors for him.
It just means he's walking a tightrope for the rest of the game, which is not ideal.
You forget he's on a yellow as well and make a rash tackle, you'll guarantee it.
So, in the middle of the pitch, Shelby spreads it to Longstaff, who again, fucking hell, Longstaff tries to do a simple pass about 5 meters and he manages to balls it up. And Watford clear for a throw into Newcastle. 9 minutes. So, we're in Watford's halfway through their half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Got most of their players in their half by looks of things. In fact, all the players are. And we've just launched it back to halfway line.
Crowd sounding good voice, though.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, it does sound like a good atmosphere, doesn't it?
We're trying to keep possession more than else.
The atmosphere since the takeover has been amazing, really. Considering we've only won one game.
There's a ball at the Wood, who gets his head on it, and Fraser is on it. Almost got clipped in the box there. Fraser back on it from Trippier. Fraser was expecting Trippier to do an overlap there, but he didn't.
Oh,
and then,
we just hit the bar.
Joe Linton off the crossbar. Oh. Maximans went down with a punch in the face or something, elbow probably. Shelby is so fucking slow, unreal.
This is the luck we need. This is the bit of luck we need that we just haven't had all season. How many times have we hit the post? Murphy hit the post against Man U.
St. Maxi's been on the floor since he got elbowed there. So this was Fraser. I thought he'd lost the ball actually, but he managed to whip in a right foot. It's headed by the first defender, and Joe Linton steals in front of the centre backs, gets a foot to it, and hits it off the crossbar. Ben Foster's absolutely nowhere. He doesn't know what's going on, and I think Maxi's gone.
That was a good effort by Joe Linton.
No, it's
outside of his boot as well. It's just really nice little sort of goal. But yeah,
if your luck's going for you though, these go in. You know, like we hit the post against Man United. It's just like this is what we need. Want these to start going in because we're not going to be picking the point otherwise. That was a good effort by Joe Linton.
Probably could have done with having Wood cutting in on that one. Joe Linton's been brilliant lately, man. Look at him charging down Ben Foster there, who launches it all the way into Newcastle's half. Watford attacker was stood up, and the ball's basically ping-ponging around midfield right now. Watford on it. Falls over looking for a free kick, doesn't get it. Shelby launches it immediately to the left for Anselm Maximan, but Ben Foster claims at the edge of his box. Get on with it. I mean, both teams are really trying to keep a quick pace here, aren't they? It's going to be interesting to see who lasts the longest here with the frantic pace like this. I don't think any team's really stamped their authority on it just yet. 12 minutes in.
We've done this a few times this season, notably against Spurs, where we've come out the blocks, and then after about 15 minutes, we've been absolutely fucked.
Yeah, we've done it loads of times.
We seem like we've got a little bit more control of this though. So.
Done loads of times. We go out like the clappers and then just completely blow our asses out. And
fitness levels under Bruce were appalling though. So
would expect
at least Howe's put some of that right.
Callum Wilson did a podcast where he admitted that the players weren't fit for the first game of the season, and it was pretty obvious the way West Ham just cut through us.
And that's where you get your injuries from as well. It's not so much even about not being able to keep up with the pace of the game. That's where you get your pulled muscles.
How amateur is that though? How amateur is for a Premier League club to not be fit? It's just like
Steve Bruce, man. Steve fucking Bruce. You had them on
hold.
3 days off.
That's why whatever happens, I think Eddie Howe's got a bit of not an excuse, but it's a reason why it's made his job a lot harder because he's had to come and try and sort that out.
It's like the basics, yeah.
No.
It's not just tactics and stuff. He actually had to basically give them a proper pre-season in the middle of the season.
I bet you couldn't believe how shite they were. Anyway, so the ball's with Shaw. He's going to do a long ball towards Wood, cut out by the defender pretty well. He had to keep his eye on it. Joe Linton calms it down, back to Shaw again. So it's in Newcastle's half.
61% possession.
Doesn't feel like it, does it? Does it feel like
doing good?
61 to Newcastle. That's a whipped in ball to Wood, who was smothered by 2 defenders. Watford play out of their half, play out of their box area anyway. Still maintaining possession. I feel like Watford are the kind of team that if you put them under pressure, they're going to make a lot of mistakes.
Especially if the new players are not completely embedded in you either. So,
I mean, to be fair,
we've got to put them under pressure. Don't let them settle.
We're exactly the same. I mean, we're useless under pressure. But just looking at some of this here, it's a bit like Man United. You know how Man United were constantly giving the ball away. It feels a little bit like that at the back when we're putting them under pressure.
Mm-hmm.
And the good thing about our signings is that they've got Premier League experience and they're both fit and ready to go, you know?
Yeah.
So Maximin's lost the ball in midfield. Watford are right in the middle of our half here. He's cut it through to their striker. He's in the book.
Just wide.
He's kicked it wide. That was an excellent opportunity for Watford there. That's St. Maximin doing what he does best when he's not actually, down the wing. He just lost that ball, trying to do too much. The ball comes immediately to Watford through the middle of the park. It's spread out wide to the on-running striker who takes a shot. And to be fair, he's fairly miles away from it. Like, it's number 7, it's King. Yeah, he's not even hit the side net, and so he's missed it by somewhere. Like, but that was a great opportunity. St. Maximin, for God's sake.
Yeah, I mentioned in the group chat that when he gets the ball in the middle of the park, he's useless. He really is. You need somebody who can hold it up like Wood further up the pitch. So even if he does lose the ball, he's still got 2/3 of the pitch to try and get it back. It just doesn't work for him when he tries to attack so deep.
Well, early signs, 15 minutes in here, early signs are looking like this isn't going to be his game. So Watford down the right wing here. They've got 3 or 4 men up front here. They're in outside our box. It's defended by Lascelles. And it's a corner. That was Sissoko there. It's a corner to Watford, which is the first of their game, I believe. 16 minutes coming up. Watford's starting to get a little bit of sight of the goal now in the last couple of minutes.
Yeah, a couple of decent chances.
It's quite even so far, isn't it?
That
chance. I keep thinking about Joe Linton's chance.
That would have settled everyone down, wouldn't it? I get the nerves, whenever it's going towards our goal. I just get that horrible sinking feeling. All right, here's a corner. It's whipped in. It's an outswinger. It's beaten everybody, actually. It's went right through the middle. It's bounced several times. Watford's got on the edge of the box still. Sort of fanning around with it a little bit. There was a weak kick that was really defended. And Watford maintained possession by kicking it all the way back to Ben Foster, who's halfway up his own half there. And then proceeds to just kick the ball straight out. So.
It is that thing, though, about just feeling so nervous whenever they go forward, because I don't trust the defenders and I don't trust the goalkeeper. And
Bobby sums it up. Yeah.
Yeah, you just know that we're going to concede a goal. Like, there's no way we're going to keep a clean sheet.
Yeah. I think Watford are starting to get a lot more of the ball here. So they're still now half, still level with the box. Trippier has waved to Dubravka to come out and sweep that ball there, when really I think Trippier should have kept on going. Joe Linton's found himself deep in defence. He's done excellently well. He's brought the ball to the middle. It's now out on the wing to Maxi in Watford's half. What's he going to do? He's going to fanny it up. He fannied it up, but it came back to Dummett.
He tried to.
Yeah.
Got it back.
So here's Maxi again. He's pulled it back inside to Shelby, who squares it to Joe Linton, who's right in the middle of the pitch, just in front of the centre circle. So we're all kind of just going down the back line here to the wing. So we're down our right wing here, back into the centre. We're back into our own half. Watford are doing well to press us here. There's a run on there. Trippier didn't see it. Wood was making a run through the middle. We've lost the ball. Watford are on it.
Fuck's sakes, man. Away.
And that might be a foul.
Well done, Joe Linton.
Well done, Joe Linton.
Very strong on the ball.
Turns his man in his own half. Newcastle get possession back. Here comes St. Maximin. He's lost the ball immediately. He's into Wood. Wood's in space. Oh, it's almost going to be an own goal. Holy shit. The ball comes loose from St. Maximin. Wood runs onto it. Defender gets in between.
Great Cathcart. Big liability.
It was a bad back pass by the.
I love that from Wood. So Wood tried to cut back to make some space. The defender gets in between on the ball and takes it away from Ben Foster, actually, and the ball rolls out for a corner kick. I love to see Wood just jump onto that ball there, though. That's what he does, isn't it? He just waits for that kind of pounce.
Norwich 2, Everton 0.
Right.
Really? Wow.
It's a short corner. It's whipped in to the in-swinger.
Oh, shit.
Oh, Joe Linton, my God.
That was easier than the one he. That was easier than the one he hit the bar with.
Holy shit! The bloody reflection off his hair must have got in his eyes or something. A short ball to Longstaff, who cuts it back to Fraser, who whips the beautiful ball in. Joe is in front of his defender. He's running on goal. He jumps to kick it, and he absolutely balls it up. That can't be right.
It wasn't an absolute sitter, but he should have put that on target.
He has to hit the bloody goal.
Just
man.
on target, yeah.
That's 2 now. 2. He's had excellent. 1 hit off the crossbar. 1 hit off the ball boy. I'm going to have to check the score. That can't be right. Can it? Norwich? Fuck me. This is not getting up. He's going to get sacked.
You know what? We're all willing for Joe Linton to score because he deserves a goal off his performance. But every time it falls when the box, you just want it to fall to somebody else now.
He just can't. He's just not got that instinct, has he?
Watford in our box. Square it. It's a dangerous ball. It went past absolutely everybody. Trippier, long balls it. The referee's blowing his whistle for possibly a free kick to Watford.
Offside, wasn't it? Yeah.
I don't know, he had his hand forward. No, it was offside.
Yeah, no, it was offside.
He was pointing at the linesman, I suppose. So Michael Keane on 60 minutes own goal, nice one. And Ida on 18 minutes. So
Rafa's getting the boot if they lose that badly.
He's not going to sell the transfer window, is he? Well, there goes the chance to sell Longstaff.
Oh, you imagine they sign Longstaff and then 2 days later he gets a sack.
Check this out from Gary. Unbelievable, isn't it?
Yeah.
10,000 miles away. So here's Newcastle. Trippier on the ball just inside his own half on the right wing.
We've got shit internet in Australia as well.
Feeds it to Chris Wood, who is so deep. It's ridiculous. Shelby gets out of trouble. Squares it. Share goes to the wing where Joe's lurking. So Joe's with the ball now. He's got Dummett taking his time to overlap. Did you see how slow Dummett was there? Jeez.
Joe pops up everywhere, doesn't he?
He's doing the job of 3 men. Beautiful ball.
Oh,
he's in. Oh no. So
Chris Wood.
First side on goal for Wood.
Chance for Chris Wood. So that move was a Joe Linton spread us out wide to switch a player to Fraser. Beautiful takedown. Right kicks straight into the centre of the box. And Chrissy Wood
came off his back.
It was like a kind of twisting back thing, wasn't it? And it goes onto the roof of the net. But again, look at that. We've got 3 men on the edge of the Watford box here. I've never seen us do that before. Has anyone seen us do this before? Is this new tactic?
No.
Crazy. And it's done it again. Look, Ben Foster's lost the ball from the kickoff. So it's with Watford at the full-back position, and it's a beautiful block by who was that?
Ryan Fraser's really picked up his form over the last month or so, hasn't he?
It's been his fitness. I'm positive it's his fitness because he was injured when he came to us, and he's I think he's eventually starting to see that Bournemouth fitness that he had before he tooled down, you know.
He's working his bollocks off every game that he's playing at the moment as well, which is helping.
Has he even lasted 90 minutes yet?
Yeah.
Has he?
I've played a few full games.
All right, so Watford have just had a throw in there in their own half. It's kind of pinging around in the middle of the pitch down Watford's left, Newcastle's right. Watford still with possession here. 22 minutes gone. Sissoko takes a tumble to the floor and loses the ball. I guess he was expecting a free kick there, didn't get it. Joe Linton in the middle of the ball. Joe Linton doesn't know what to do with the ball here. There's a lovely overlap as well from Dummett there. Shelby switches play to Fraser again. I think they've practiced this. Fraser a little dink forward to Chris Wood. No, not to Longstaff, sorry. And it goes off with corner. So Watford's little spell seems to have passed, thank God. Newcastle getting back on top slowly but surely. I feel like we're missing out on a few runs down the left wing here. There's been a few times when Woods had a bit of space in the middle as well, and you can see him waving his arms already, like, you know, expecting the ball but not getting it.
How well, lads? Come on.
Trippier with a corner kick. Outswinger again, obviously. Lascelles heads it to Wood, who heads it over the bar, unfortunately.
He was behind him, a bit behind him, wasn't it? He had to try and twist his neck there.
And there was no power in it either, so he was going to have to generate all that power himself, which is never easy. Yeah, so Lascelles jumps up. Wood's coming away from goal, so he's in the wrong direction. But he wasn't tied by anybody then, Watford. They were all just standing around watching.
Bottom of the league.
Grim reading, Dex. Thanks for that.
Cheers, Dex. Dex continuing to bring the good cheer.
Cheers to everyone who's joining in on the watch along. Most appreciated, by the way.
Thanks, everyone. Give us your thoughts on how your team's doing if it's not Newcastle. So, in other words, if it's Watford. There's a lot of interesting tackles going on.
There was a Mackham.
Or Sunderland, apparently, yeah. Are they playing Accrington today?
Who were they?
They got beat by Lincoln.
Accrington Stanley.
So it pulls it back to St. Maximin. He's on our left. Watford's right. He's thinking. He's turning. He's twisting. He actually crosses it to absolutely knee bugger.
At least he's trying to cross it.
Trippier again on the ball. Dinks it into Chris Wood, I think. Oh my god. I'm struggling to make the difference between Longstaff and Wood here. Ball stop with Newcastle right in front of the box. Chris Wood's got it. It's been easily defended, but it's going towards goal. That's going to be a free kick to Watford.
Free kick.
Wood bundled into number 22. Can't see his name. Don't ask me who it is. And the referee very quick to blow his whistle. So that takes off all the pressure of Watford. He's holding his head, even though he was pushed from behind. So I don't know if he's nutted the floor or something.
Let's open, Davies. Let's open.
Yeah, he's holding his head, even though he was hit from behind. That's kind of weird. So yeah, 25 minutes gone. Like impressions, lads?
We've had a few chances kind of bobbing around the box. 5 attempts each, it says there.
0 on target each.
Quite even, but we need St. Maximin to start like playing properly, because he's having one of those games where he just gives it away. And
Watford have the ball here.
He's not contributing much.
But
you can just pop about nowhere, can't you? Though, and that's why he's on the pitch. Really,
he's having one of those games where he's trying too much, and then as soon as he loses the ball, he's like flailing his arms around looking for a free kick.
I said early on, it didn't look like his kind of game. This is the kind of game where he should be coming on as a sub. Second half, everyone's knackered, and he can get away with those little kind of dinks and turns and tricks. But right now, he's telegraphing everything he's going to do. If he just got the ball and did a cross, half of the defenders would be like, "What the fuck was that?" I was expecting to do like a or something. So Trippier to Newcastle's right. It's a touch on by Fraser and it's well defended by Watford, but it's out for Newcastle. Throw down our right. Watford's left. Well inside their half, just outside the area, really. Balls with Longstaff. And there we've moved it backwards towards the halfway line. Took off all the pressure again.
I've really noticed Trippier a lot, though. It's obviously a tactic to play it to him because he's probably our best player. So.
The quality's just night and day.
Yeah.
Probably. Well,
you can just tell, can't you? He's come from Atletico Madrid.
He's just so much more comfortable on the ball in distributing the ball.
So Newcastle fanning around with the ball here. It's back with Dubravka.
Yeah, Dubravka just does not look comfortable like that, does he?
Trippier tries to play one touch. It's a foul by Watford to Newcastle. That takes off pressure. That was on Fraser by number 22. King, I think that is. So it's a Newcastle free kick. 27 minutes. And the referee's stopping us from taking it quickly. Cheers, man. I hate it when that referees do that, they go, and then go, come on.
What's he laughing at, yeah?
I know, like he's one of your mates or something. He's like, no, piss off, man. Do your job, you dick. The state that Brazilian, I guess he's Brazilian. He tried to stop the ball from being taken quickly. He gets his foot touched by Fraser, I think it was, and he falls down like he's just been sniped from the Gallagher. Unbelievable. He's back up anyway. Not wrong with him. So here's Trippier with a free kick in our half. Switch play, and it's going to be it eventually comes to Maxi on the wing. Newcastle's left. It's with Joe. It's coming back to the halfway line again. Newcastle recycle.
Joe Lenton's playing well again, isn't he?
He's playing well. Watford's sticking really tight to St. Maximin every time he's near the ball, though, as well. They're still double teaming him every time he's near the ball.
But that's good because it means there should be more space freed up elsewhere.
I think so, wouldn't it? It's a long switch ball to Newcastle. Fraser's on it. It was well defended initially. Trippier's on it now. Fraser's overlapping down to the dead ball line, and he manages to backheel it out of touch for a throw into Watford.
He thinks he's Joe Linton, doesn't he? No.
Wouldn't it be best if Maxi was to be given a free roll now, just move into the space rather than hugging the touchline? Because, like say, those defenders, they're just gathering around him everywhere. But if he can just roam around the pitch and pick out the pockets, he might have a bit more luck that way.
That's a free kick to Newcastle. High boots.
Ooh.
By Kuko, 33.
He looks like a mean bloke, doesn't he?
It looks like he's like a Russian gangster or something, doesn't
he? He does.
He's
trying to take Fraser's head off.
He just kicked little Ryan in the head.
Kick Ryan in the head. He gets a free kick. Ryan's like 4 centimeters high. Like, you know, if he raises his foot off the ground, he's basically going to kick Fraser in the face. All right, so anyway, here's Trippier with a free kick. 29.5 minutes. It's on the right-hand side in Newcastle's direction. Here it comes. Another outswinger, obviously. Right. All Watford players are back. It's into the middle. It's a header by Shaw, was it? Anyway, it didn't go in. It's wide of Ben Foster's right-hand post.
That was Shaw.
Yeah, it was Shaw, yeah. Shaw, whatever. He's had a shave this time, more than Craig, manage.
You haven't got electricity up young Ken's, right?
Get those big bursts, just get on the treadmill or something. So Newcastle back with the ball in their own half in the centre of the pitch, fanning around a little bit. Dummett thought about passing it back to Dubravka there, but Watford had a man overlapping, so he had to change his mind quickly. Watford on the ball now, middle of the pitch. They're finding space really well. If they actually did this more often, they'd be all over us here. Newcastle are pedestrian getting back into position. Watford still on the ball, still in the middle of the pitch, spread out wide to Watford's right. Edge of the box. There's an overlap, it's not taken. Ball's kicked into the middle and cleared. And Chris Wood gets a vital touch on it, which frees up Maximum, who somehow didn't fall over or lose that ball, even though he was literally falling over. It's with Joe. It's back into the middle. It's back with Joe. It's going to spread out wide to Trippier here, I think it is, who forwards it to Fraser. He's only got Wood in the centre. Maxi's put a bloke on his arse. Lovely. Here's Shelby. He's going to do something. No, he's not. Thank God. It's out to Newcastle's left now. And Watford are doing an excellent job of defending. Like, it has to be said, they're keeping up the pressure. The man marking by listening. Every time anyone gets a ball, there's a man coming to them.
Defending deep as well.
Very deep. Yeah, but they're a away team, so you would kind of expect that. Shelby was making a run through the middle there. It was almost picked up. But Watford have got the ball back. Fired around too much with it on the box there in the middle of the pitch. Shelby's got it. Shelby's, I think, was trying to pass to Trippier there, but St. Maximin got in the way. Now Watford have the ball back on the halfway line, down Watford's left. There's an overlap on the left here. There's nobody in the middle. And still with Watford, they're inside the box. He's going to take a kick. He's made a bit of space for himself. He toe pokes it. It's defended. And Shelby eventually digs it out and kicks it towards the wing. Where
I'm getting really annoyed with St. Maximin.
Straight off for Watford throwing on the halfway line. Good bit of pressure from Watford. That's what they can do if we give them a chance.
Maxi's just getting in the way though. Yeah, he's just like he wasn't even on the left that time. He was in the centre and he got in the way of the ball when it was going to go through to Trippier.
God, this kid is wrong.
He's picking up the ball too close to a defender as well, so then he's got no time to kind of turn and do his little dance and hope for them to make a move. Like, the defender's right on his ass as soon as he's getting the ball, and he just has no answers for that, apart from throwing his hands up looking for a free kick when there's clearly no free kick there.
Oh, Jesus. So Watford are playing across the middle there. It's been spread out wide to Watford's right. He's in acres of space. Lots of defenders back now for Newcastle. He's inside the box. It's defended by Dummett, I think, and it's out for a Watford corner. 33 minutes.
That's why Dummett's in the team, though. Defense. If that was Matt Ritchie, that would have been a shot on goal. If that was Ritchie at left back there,
I'll be amazed. If he sees the whole game out, Dummett, I'll be amazed. So, corner to Watford, second of the game. Newcastle don't have everyone back, all those things. It's an outswinger again, and it's cleared by the defender, Newcastle, for another corner. Anyone want to know what French for recovery is? I think it might be retreat. Or retreat. Maybe, I don't know. Another corner to Watford, down there, right. And it's into the middle. It's well cleared by Newcastle, who gets a free kick.
It's not right.
I think it was Shaw, wasn't it? No, I think it was Shea. Oh, no, it's the Cells. Let's have a look.
In the head.
So the ball comes in.
5 minutes.
He's no, I didn't. It was in his midriff. It was in his chesty sort of area. I don't think I touched his face.
Bit winded up, I think.
Not a lot.
Nah, he's alright. The Watford player was kind of out of the shot there, just stretching to get his foot to the ball. Was behind him. He was never getting to it. And it's a free goal kick to
Bobby. I'm with Bobby. It's like I'm nervous every single time. Like Newcastle's defence are being asked to do anything.
And so it's in the middle of the park here. It's very tight up. Chris, I think that was Longstaff who stole the ball. There's an absolute mighty tussle there between Wood and the defender. There's all shoves and pulls and everything, and Watford went out on that one. The referee didn't give a free kick. It was a nice steal by Longstaff. The ball's been spread out to Newcastle's left to Joe, who wanted in front of him, but guess who's on the ball? It's St. Maximin, and he's just fannied around too long.
There wasn't much you could do there, in fairness.
He could have played it through. Yeah, he had a runner. He could have played it through, but he decided not to. Anyway, so it's down. Watford's right now. Beautiful ball into Longstaff, who tries to cross it in the middle. There's nobody there really. Watford's defending well here. It's still very deep in Watford's half, but they've managed to get it towards the halfway line now. Tussle with Lascelles. Watford still with the ball. And that's going to be a foul to Watford with a knee in the back of the legs from Trippier down Watford's left. That was on King. 35 minutes.
Very nervy.
Very quickly by Watford, and it went absolutely nowhere. Nobody's running on it, nothing. And yet somehow they've got the ball back. Where was the call from Dubravka there? Absolutely no call from Dubravka. There was no pressure. It just had to be a simple back header straight to Dubravka, but instead it was headed forward, and now Watford have a throw in deep in Newcastle's half down the left. All the players been down the left so far, quite surprisingly. From Watford, I mean. How weird, Jacob? 50 quid.
Jacob's betting on Newcastle.
So it's great, I think.
I have got $25 on Woodigan hat trick. $750 return.
Oh, mate, you've lost $25 there, like.
Oh.
This fella's went down like a sack of shit again. Is that? He's holding his head. He's holding his chest like he's being assassinated. It's down. It's in Newcastle's half. Oh, it's all kicking off. Handbags. It was obviously by Trippier. Obviously by Trippier is getting verbals from the Watford players. Deep in Newcastle's half. Watford's left. Newcastle's right.
I didn't even see what happened. What happened there? I didn't even see.
We'll see it in the middle. We'll see it in a minute.
Someone's going to get sent off, probably.
Yeah, it'll be us. So the referee's just having a chat with the captains.
Somebody went down, and there was a bit of a melee down there in the corner. Oh, they've all made friends now.
Handshakes. It was that Spanish fella who the Juan, whatever he's called, goes down like a sack of shit with the slightest touch. Tries to control it with the outside of his butt. It's already out. The cells just cuts in front of him. I don't see what happened. I don't know where his face thing came from. He's rolling around touching his head.
Trippier put his arm into his like chest, and he's gone down holding his head.
Oh, it was Pedro who came over giving Trippier shit, actually. It wasn't him who went down, so I take that back. It was Dennis who went down. Like a sack of tatties. So I think that's a free kick to Newcastle. Oh, no, it should be a throw in, shouldn't it?
Should be aye.
Yeah. Throw to Newcastle. It's back in play. It's with Watford on the edge of the box. And it's looped over and Dubravka has got it. He's so slow to look at to come off the balls, Dubravka, man. It gives me the shits. Oh, in Newcastle.
Go on, Maxi. That's what he can do.
Same Maxi down the wing, left wing. He's inside the box. He squares it. Misses Chris Wood. Sean Longstaff does a beautiful strike into the Gallagher. And it's probably knocked a cup of tea out of someone's hand.
He got tempted to take a touch there now.
He did. He had time, and he could have set.
It's going to take a while for them to get used to Chris Wood's runs. but that was right behind him when he needed it in front of him, unfortunately. And Longstaff
could have taken a couple of touches there.
Does what he does best, man.
Didn't have his composure.
7 attempts for Newcastle, 6 to Watford, 0 on target for either. But Joe Linton has had one off the crossbar. 39 minutes in. There's probably going to be a couple of minutes of extra time at the end of this. It's with Shelby in the middle of the pitch, who long balls it down the left to Joe Linton, who touch controls. It's squared towards Wood, who is hacked in the box as he's going to take a kick, but I think it's going to be coming to nothing. In fact, it's probably going to be... No, it has. It's went for a corner. This will be a VAR. Joe Linton absolute acres down the left there at the back. And Watford defenders slide in as Chris tries to take a kick. And it's not going to be a penalty or anything. He's basically tried to slide and stop a kick, and Chris Woods came down and landed on top of him, so that's fine. It's a corner kick. It's whipped in, didn't swing it. To Lascelles, who heads it off a defender, and it goes out. St. Maximin protects it, goes out for a throw into Newcastle in line with the goal, and it's instantly lost. Unbelievable. So here come Watford. Lovely dink ball down to the left, and Pedro's lost the ball completely there, and it's back with Newcastle. Fraser's on the ball. He's only got Wood in front of him. Wood pointed to where he wanted it, didn't get it. Maxi's on the right now, by the looks of things. Might be doing what you're saying, Craig. Might start to move around a little bit.
Hope so. Free him up.
Joe Linton, I think, is more left now. It's with Dummett down the left wing. Everything's static. Nothing's really happening at the minute. To switch a play from short, long, high ball to the smallest man on the pitch, who, unsurprisingly, doesn't get his head to it, and it's up for a throw into Newcastle. We're not really committing people in the box, are we? It's a lovely throw into Fraser, who takes a left foot volley, and that's someone else's cup of tea gone all flying as well. Tell you what, you're getting smacked in the face. I was shot in the Gallagher, didn't you?
Yeah, the Gallagher gets smacked.
Oh, yes. All right, 42 minutes coming up anyway, 0-0 still.
I tell you what, we might not be coming away with 3 points, but there'll be people going home in the Gallagher end with third-degree burns, that's for sure.
Right. It's good that quick, well done.
This just feels like it's like a one-goal in it kind of game, like the Burnley game.
First goal is going to be absolutely crucial if there's to be one.
To be fair to Watford, they're defending really well. Like they're holding the line deep, so no one's got any room to run in behind them.
Joe Linton's just stole the ball from Watford in our own half. He's running with the ball. He's got Maxi on the overlap. Maxi has the ball now. Joe Linton's carried his run forward, but he's pulling it back a little bit. Maxi's in the middle and he's easily defended. And Watford have the ball again. And he's just
put it straight out.
Fullback just kicked the ball out there. Watford, the guy, just kicked it straight out. Nobody around him, nothing. Shelby's managed to wriggle free from a lot of pressure there. He's squared it into a lovely space from Trippier, who dinks it into the back post, but there's nobody there. We'll have to do better than that. Shelby's managed to get his foot to it. Maxi's back on the ball inside the box. Got 3 men around him. He's pulled it back to Dummett, probably, who's whipped in the left. And it's easily defended again by Watford. And Newcastle recycle. So we're keeping possession really well here towards the end of the first half. St. Maximin again with a rare cross. And it's straight to Ben Foster. Beautiful. On the very occasion he does it, it goes straight to Ben Foster.
That's definitely a pair of socks around Maxi's head. They're not doing him any favours. He needs his Gucci band back on. So
Ben Foster's got the ball up the wing. And Trippier's stole the ball from the Watford player. Excellent. And the Watford player stole it straight back. So Watford on the ball. Just crossing the line into Newcastle's half. He's gone down for a free kick under absolutely no pressure. I think this is going to be the story of the day. All these players to come straight down. Come by all, he went down. Number 39. He's whinged them out.
Scott, neither keepers made a save.
No shots on target yet.
Literally no shots on target.
That said, though, Joe Linton did hit the crossbar.
And he put one wide from about 4 yards out.
No, there's that as well. So Watford have got a runner. He's overlapping Lascelles, who's at fullback position, because I don't know where Trippier is. So Lascelles is in Trippier's position for the time being. Watford deep in Newcastle territory. It's going to be a cross coming at the box, probably. No, he's pulled it back. Pedro's on the ball. He squares it into the bloke who's got that's come by again. Acres of space. It's back to Pedro. He's going to try and curl one. It's blocked by Chris Wood. Or was it Longstaff? It was Longstaff. God damn it. I do that all game, aren't I? He launches it long. It's easy to defend by Watford. Watford's still on the ball here. Good pressure from them. And Joe gives away a free kick just inside Newcastle's half on the right. He's took down that Russian mafia guy. That's not a good idea, is it?
He's a mean bloke, isn't he?
Oh, he'd be like, "What do you think you'll do here?
I kill you." He's got tats all over him.
Right. So Watford again with the ball in their own half on the right-hand side. And Watford have the ball all the way back to Ben Foster. I think they're trying to see out the half here.
Gary, it hasn't been pretty, that's for sure.
It's too much. There's a lot riding on this. Watford have got free kick.
You can tell it's two teams at the bottom of the table. It's just this. They just lack
not a lot of confidence.
Lascelles has given a free kick away, about 30 yards out. He's kicked the back of King's leg, who jostles a little bit. He's got his arm over King's shoulder, and King eventually decides to go down and gets a free kick. So this is a very dangerous position. 2 minutes extra time. We're on 45 minutes and 43 seconds. So won't be much opportunity after this. I don't suppose they're going to try and shoot from here, but you never know. So Newcastle have 7 in a straight line in front of the box. And taking the time. He did take a shot. Hit the first man. Unbelievable. And Watford are keeping possession down Newcastle's left, their right. And the ball's whipped in. Watford get a header on it, and Dubravka makes a save.
Shot on target.
And he quickly gets the ball away to Joe, who's on the right-hand side this time, who kicks up the wing to Chris Wood, who's under all kinds of pressure. He's eventually brought down.
One a free kick. That'll do.
Might as well get everyone in the box for this.
Tight on the wing. Will only be just about enough time to take this.
Get the before
half time. And it's going to be Trippier kicking the ball in. This will be a great time to get a goal. Trippier is just getting himself set. Referee's about to blow the whistle for the kick. Here he goes. It's whipped in. It's defended by the first man, and there goes the fire at the half-time whistle. So half-time, 0-0. Thoughts, lads?
Messy game, scrappy.
Both teams nervous.
Yep. Not many opportunities, is there?
No, I think the first shot on target was just 2 minutes ago with that downward header towards Dubravka.
If that Joe header that went off the crossbar had went in, this would have been a completely different game.
It would, yeah. I get the feeling that you're going to take one goal to win it.
Yeah, I think that as well. Whoever scores first is going to win this.
Yeah, I've seen enough from Watford to think that they can get a goal here. I think it's going to take time for Chris Wood to settle in with the way we play, or it's going to take time for everyone else to play the way Wood needs it, because he's made a few runs. Man. Yeah, he's made a few runs. He hasn't been picked out. I don't want him to start getting frustrated, especially not in his debut.
To be honest, though, Watford, as I said, Watford are defending really deep. So whenever he's making that run, he's got like 3 or 4 defenders kind of between him and goal, and then they're not taking that chance to get the ball through to him. But what it needs is for someone from midfield to grow a pair, actually manage to get a shot on target and start to hit the ball from outside the box and actually force the defenders to sort of close them down a little bit more.
Yeah, and St. Maximin needs to stop fanning around with that ball, doesn't he?
Maxi's having one of those. He's having one of those games where it's just so frustrating because he's just giving the ball away. But the thing is, you keep him in the team because he could just pop up. and he's probably our most likely chance of popping up and doing something, you know. So what do you do? Like, I could see Jacob Murphy coming on at some point, maybe for Fraser, but yeah,
we've got to get more balls in Chris Wood.
Yeah, well, we've got Willock, we've got Almiron, we've got Murphy. There's options on the bench, and that's actually quite a good thing. But for me, like one of the big frustrations for me, and Shelby did it again, which is always happens with him, is he puts the team under pressure from making like this short ball back to whoever's just passed it to him. And it's like he gets the ball, passes it straight back 5 yards to the player who like just had the ball while all the defenders are then pushing up. So then everyone's under pressure straight away. And Shelby does this all the time, and it really frustrates me.
Yeah.
And he's on the yellow card.
He got himself booked after 3 minutes or something as well.
Which was totally unnecessary, yeah.
All right. Shall we take a short break? Come back in a few minutes?
Sounds good to me. We'll catch
Let's
everyone.
give everyone a bit of a song to listen to while we're doing that. All right, everyone, we're going to take a short break, get some more beer, have a week, and we'll see you in a few minutes. Cheers.
Please come directly to us, to our company. All you got to do is accept and go. Oh, there you go. Okay.
I grew and bloated. It sat on 2 shoulders. Looking back then, I couldn't muster the right words. Sure felt like I was up against the whole world. I remember the night when it all came crashing down on us. Don't worry, when it goes out tonight. Don't worry, cause in the end you'll be alright. grew red. It sat onto your shoulders. Looking back then, I couldn't muster the right words. Sure felt like I was up against the pole. I remember the night when it all came crashing down on us. Don't worry, for when it goes out tonight. Don't worry, 'cause in the end you'll be alright. Besides the eyes, the white lines, oh so obvious. And he just feels like a police serious. Don't worry, for when he goes out tonight.
All right, welcome back. Jack, you want to just maybe a little bit about what you're listening to?
You're not very clearly.
Okay, about that song.
I can't really hear what you're saying properly. I think you're asking about the song. So that is a song by a guy called Kieran Bow. He's a Newcastle season ticket holder, and that song has been played at St James's Park at half time for the last 2 games. So I was chatting to him on Twitter, and he said that we could use that for our podcast. So we're really pleased about that. It's a class song. The Northeast music scene's looking good at the moment.
Not bad, eh? Can you hear me yet, or is it all still dodgy?
I think that's better, yeah.
That's better.
Didn't do anything.
There's now as well as a tsunami warning, we've now got a severe thunderstorm warning in Brisbane in the middle of the night.
Ah, we've always got those.
Yeah, it's summer. I was going to ask. I was going to ask if you think it's worth making any changes at half time, or how the hell do we get rid of that bloody thing? Go away. Or if we stick with it for what they usually do, which is the first 15 minutes, and then make a change on the 60s. So Alicia here is asking the question: should maybe bring on Mickey for Longstaff to create some space for Maxi? What do you reckon about that? I mean, would you do that straight away in the second half, even if you were going to do it?
I'm not sure I would do it straight away. I'd give him a little bit of time just to see what happens. I mean, I don't think either side's been massively dominant. So, yeah, give him 15, 20 minutes maybe. But, yeah, I think get some pace on at tired defenders. Their defense doesn't look like they're super quick. So if we can try and get some pressure on them, that would be a good thing. I'd like to see Willock in a more advanced role, and I keep pushing for this. But to me, St Maximin needs to improve. He's got to start to actually get involved in the game a bit more. He's just been wasteful. If he hasn't even been a passenger, he's actually been actively detrimental to a lot of our forward forays.
Because there does come a point, doesn't there, where you kind of think, what's the benefit to keeping him in the team just on the off chance he might do something? If you've got Murphy, who's done quite well when he's come on lately.
Yeah.
And you've got Almiron, who could come on and offer something as well. How long do you keep that with St. Maximin? I think you'll get 10, 15 minutes, and then you'll either bring him off or try and mix things up a bit to try and get him some more space, because whatever's, it's just not working at the moment for him. And it's really frustrating because, like you said, Mark, it's actively playing against the team.
It's breaking down too many moves, isn't it? I reckon Eddie Howe will be giving him the hairdryer treatment at half time there, probably saying, sort your shit out, man. Stop stuffing up our moves. Yeah, not great. That boy,
I do think
the maximum.
I do think there's one goal in this, though. I think if we concede first, I can't see us scoring 2 goals. Can't see us scoring 1 goal, never mind 2. It might be a case of getting a dodgy penalty or something, though.
I mean, there was
keep going. Yeah. I mean, I think if whoever gets the first one, the other team's going to have to push on. And, at this moment in time, I think both teams are so used to being counter-attack teams. That's probably counting against us because we actually do have quite a lot of the possession at the moment.
And we do need a stroke of luck. We do, we've missed that this season, and we've hit the bar again today. It's just when things are not going for you.
Players back on the pitch for the second half. I think I have to say, who would you say has been the best player of the game so far?
Fraser.
I'll probably say Fraser as well.
Yeah, Fraser. Trippier's been really good, but it's hard because it's kind of like he's just class, and you expect him to do the basics well, and we're not used to that.
It's amazing, isn't it? Do the simple things, we're happy. But who does it?
Didn't he say ASM has 15 minutes to lift all these off? I think he's right there.
Probably about right, yeah. Who does a draw favour most? If this ends up being a draw, who benefits the most out of this?
Watford, they've got a game in hand.
Yeah, just fuck all for us. Mm-hmm. We need to win.
I would agree.
I think we need to win just to prove to ourselves that we can actually win a game of football. Because at the moment, it doesn't look like they believe they can either.
Yeah, it all looks pretty frantic when it gets anywhere near the box, doesn't it? Like it's just kind of hitting home.
It's that they get into the rut, don't they? So completely forgotten how to win football matches, and that was shown last week against Cambridge. And we need to find that quickly, or we're going down basically.
So Watford gets underway.
There is still, I was working this out earlier, there's still 54 points to play for after this game. So in theory, we could quite easily get out, but we're not going to get out if we can't score goals and can't win games.
Yeah. Everyone else has those games as well, though.
Yeah.
So Watford have just booted the ball out on the halfway line. Trippier's going to take a throw in. I've just had a stat there. Watford have won the last 3 of the 5 games at St James's. Incredible.
The beat is when Rafa was managing us 3-0. Remember that one?
Yeah, I remember one. Super disappointing. Chris Wood tried to turn his man, was bundled over on the halfway line there.
All right, boys, man, come on.
Come on, you suckers, black and white bastards. So it's a free kick on the line, basically, halfway line. Right in the middle. Shaw's going to take it by the things. Is it Jay? Yeah, it probably is.
Yeah, it is.
Straight down the middle. That's what the commentator said as well. That's cool. Balls up in the air. Trippier calms it down. Shea spreads to the wing for Fraser, who plays a good football forward to Sean Staff, who's far too slow. And it's cleared easily by Ben Foster, all the way halfway. And Newcastle headed out for a throw-in.
Yeah, I just don't see what Longstaff's offering us at the moment. He's too slow, isn't good enough passer, has no end product. It's like he's just a passenger in midfield at the moment.
He's got the reaction times of a sloth as well. He's so slow at reacting to anything. By the time he's even thought about turning around to get back to defend, the ball's already past him. No. I'm not having him having a contract extension. Apparently, there's talks of that. He's not good enough for this squad, even the current squad, let alone one with a few decent players in.
But we've basically got a bunch of reactionary footballers. None of them seem to have like this instinctual, I'm going to make that run because something's going to happen. They all kind of wait to see where the ball's going and then go, oh, I suppose I better run after that now.
Ryan
Fraser's down.
Kicked in the head again.
Yeah.
He keeps kicking him in the head. Come on.
How can he not? Oh, he's done a bloody AFL tackle there, Jack. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? Just done it on the back of his shoulders, launched. Beautiful.
Gone for the specky mark.
The thing is, though,
for the Lions.
If you take Sean Longstaff out, who are you going to put in there? It's going to have to be Willock because we've got nobody.
It's going to have to be Willock, and he's been awful as well.
Miggy wouldn't work in the middle, would he?
To be honest, give him a more advanced role because at this rate, if we playing for a draw, that's as good as a defeat. If you ask me, we need the 3 points.
Yeah, no, we need 3 points, all right. Here's the ball. Oh, St. Maxi's got the ball. He's into the Watford box. He's getting hassled. He's going to go for himself. He's kicked the ball and he's
yes! Get in!
Woo! Yes! I told you, didn't I tell you St. Maximin's brilliant? I wouldn't take him off.
Get it.
You big, beautiful black and white bastard, Mags.
1-0 to 2.
There you go. He's popped up.
48 minutes.
Get in.
That's why he's on the pitch.
Oh,
shit, first half.
He can wear his socks around his head as much as he wants.
Played dog shit for 47 minutes and he goes and does that.
I tell you, man. I tell you, he's class. I said,
He did
keep
his
him on the
best to
whole
screw it up, mate. But
no, he's dinked
fell
away.
over.
He had a few people around him. He's stolen the ball off their fullback and then slips, but still manages to get the ball because he's in front of the defender. Runs in the box, dinks onto his right-hand foot, kicks it on the inside of Ben Foster, who I think was probably expecting to go in the other direction. He can't do a damn thing. He's just sitting there and the ball goes into the back of the net and the crowd goes wild. Yeah, Ben Foster's nowhere near it. 1-0.
I'm going to take credit for this because I tweeted at halftime, St. Maximan's annoying me. Can't take credit for this.
He's clearly following you on Twitter. He's like, oh, Jack's upset. I've got to pull something out.
I'm going to restart my stream because I think I'm a little bit behind.
I think I was in front of everybody there.
And then Bobby said in the comments that we're 3 minutes behind.
Oh, really? All of us? Oh, shit. Oh, well, we'll be from the live game in England, obviously. It's usually 2 minutes. Sissoko's just took some money down. Didn't know who it was, but he's took down St. Maxi. So, what's the deal with St. Maxi with that band around his wrist like Michael Jackson? Has he just got like a sweat? Is it like a sweat glove thing? Or what the hell is it? You know what I mean? He's got two of them? Nobody? Just me? All right.
Sorry, I'm just restarting my stream.
Snap.
Crowd's gone mental now.
Sissoko's been booked, has he?
I don't know. The referee's doing that laughy smiley thing again. God, it does my tits in.
Tell you what, we're going to need a second goal, I think. I don't trust it with the 1-0 lead, even though I said before, I think the 1-0, one goal will win it. I don't trust it with a 1-0 lead. We're throwing away too many.
I just don't trust it.
I don't trust this with a 4-0 lead, Craig. So I'm with you.
What a goal. What a goal.
Correct me if I'm wrong here, but have we already scored 2 or more goals in one game this season, and that was the Brentford game?
I mean,
I'm not going to count the Spurs game because one was no goal.
I can well believe it. St. Maximin's taking his time to get back up, taking his nana. I haven't seen a replay yet.
I just got punched in the tackle.
He's nodding. He's all right. 1-0. Mighty Mags.
Come on.
Oh, sweet Jesus. This is what we needed, boys. Early goal.
That should be a yellow card for Musa.
Yeah, I think it was.
Jacob thinks he's going to win some money.
Well, best luck on
Jacob,
there, isn't it?
Jacob, this is Newcastle United.
Yeah.
Don't count your money just yet.
It's not over until I'm it.
Ranieri's looking a bit pensive on the side there, as he might. Here comes Shelby with the free kick inside Watford's half. Gone to the wing. He's not done by the Sills, I think. And then someone got hurt there, but nothing happens out of it. Trippier went down. Crowd went mental. None of the players are protesting.
Oof.
And it's getting very niggly right now. It's a Watford free kick from Fraser, I think. Yeah, it's getting very touchy right now, isn't it? Oh, it's Trippier.
A long way.
Tell you what, though, we scored at a good time right after the whistle.
Well, a bit
Not that was a bad time, to be honest.
Didn't see that much in that. Here's the head down from the cells. Chris Woods went to kick the ball, but he went down like a sack of shit. The cells go down like a sack of shit. Pointless.
Come on, decent.
It was Fraser. It was Fraser who got the yellow card there.
Aye. Can't see Fraser or Shelby seeing out 90 minutes with them both being on a card, to be honest. Can't afford either of them to be missing for the Leeds game.
Jacob's loving it.
That's what it's all about on this occasion. You can sense the tension all around the ground.
And St. Max is back in the ball, halfway line, down the wing. He's going to get taken off him at this rate. No, he's not. He's still with it. He's only got Wood in the middle. And he's crossed it into... he was trying to pull it back for Fraser on the edge of the box. Didn't make it defended easily enough. Sissoko goes down like a sack of shit under pressure from Joe and Cher, I think it was. And Watford spread it to the middle, ping-ponging around a little bit. And it's in front of our defenders. And I had a moment there where I thought both of them were going to leave it to each other. And totally stuffed it up, but didn't, thank God. So it's back with Newcastle in their own half. Watford not really applying any pressure right now. You'd think they'd be all over this. Anybody in the chat who supports Watford want to give us your opinion so far? 1-0 down.
I don't want anyone to get too excited, but we're out of the bottom three. We're 17th.
That's all we need to finish. That's all we need to finish for the season.
Cheers, Jack. You've just hexed the whole thing.
Burnley have got 15 games in hand, but never mind.
They've got these strikers to score goals, though, so they're going to be all right.
And the Macklins are winning, bastards.
Yeah, but who's their opposition?
Clinton Stanley. Who are they? So Trippier whips one into the middle. It's just over the head of Chris Wood. St. Maxi rescues the ball at the far wing. It's going to take on his man. He's done him. He's whipped it back in the middle. It's easily defended by the central defenders. So Watford. It's chipped back into the box again. Defended easily again. And Watford are going to bring it out here by lots of things. Oh, superbly defended by the Sills there. Joe Linton's turned his man. He tried to do too much. He ran into one of the Watford defenders who kicks the ball out of play near the halfway line. Tails are up, lads. Tails are up.
We'll get a second goal now. I think
Crowd's got their voices going as well.
This happened against Burnley, where we had all those corners in a row when we were winning 1-0, and we didn't score, and we nearly paid for it at the end. So if we can really take advantage.
We need a second, yeah.
We were so close to losing that game at the end of the Burnley game. There had 2 or 3 excellent chances in the last 5 minutes, and I was we were on the live view, and I was absolutely pissing my pants. So the ball's back in play. It's down Watford's left, Newcastle's right, and Watford defended quite effectively. Still on the ball in their own half. Pull it back to the fullback, who's moved it into the middle. And Watford are doing a good job here of just triangles around Newcastle players, but still in their own half, and it's back to Ben Foster. And Watford, if they want to win this game, need to get this ball at the top of the pitch. Still plenty of time, mind you, but still.
Well, Bobby, red card against Newcastle.
Newcastle never going to happen. Shelby all the way back to Dubravka. Yeah, I wonder if this is a bit of what you were saying, Craig, before the game, where they've kind of dropped their heads a little bit, Watford.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the pressing's disappeared. Christ, we'll just keep the ball out. Watford throw in on the halfway line. They're looking really static. But they've just had the ball taken off them so easy. Watford players look like they've lost a bit of wind in them.
I think if they lose this, it's the 8th game in a row they've lost. Which great for us.
Lovely head on by St. Maximin. Wood's getting surrounded every time as well, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's not getting an inch of space here. It's Newcastle's throw in. Paul
He's holding it up well. He's holding it up well though. That's what he's there for, as well as putting chances away. He can hold it up and take a bit of pressure off us.
And it's went straight back to Watford for their throw in. Halfway through their own half. Shelby did a bit of pressure here.
It needs to be high definition.
Nice bit of pressure from Shelby there. Look at that. The defenders let the ball go, and Fraser cuts down the defender there for a. He wants to be careful. He's only yellow. For probably a throw in. I don't think that was a foul, was it? No, throw in. It's all good. Yeah, Big Joe's had a hell of a tournament.
He's having another one of those games, isn't he? He's doing really well.
And we're getting a lot of niggly little hacks going in now from both sides, to be fair. Paul Dummett went down there in Watford's half, so we've got a free kick, a dangerous position, whip one in from here. Looks like Shelby's going to take it. Actually, it's just inside the half, so still an opportunity. No, Shelby's not taking it. It's going to be Shaw again. Set piece specialist Shaw.
Would you be thinking of any subs right now?
I believe it the way it is right now.
Yeah.
Keep the momentum going on.
You never change a winning team. So launch into the middle. Unless they're knackered, obviously. I think that's possibly the first time Sean Knox has touched the ball. Joe Linton stole the ball back again. Oh, referee's giving a free kick. For what?
That's soft as shite, that.
Oh, that's a terrible, terrible decision. Joe Linton was aware there down the wing. Anyway, it's back with Watford, just outside their own box. Look at this pressure from Fraser. Bobby was just pointing out there. Fantastic.
Fraser's doing really
lovely
well.
Inside from Watford. They're running towards the box. They're inside the box here. He's surrounded by two of our defenders. He's managed to get the ball loose. There's a kick, and Dubrovka saves with the tip of his fingers. I think that was probably going to go in, you know.
I think you're right,
I was on target, yeah.
That was two Watford players managed to pull that out of the hat there, surrounded by easily three Newcastle players.
Got a bit lucky with the deflection.
And that's all it takes. Takes something like that. A ball's going in as well. Takes something like that and went back to square one. Got awful freak goal kick from Dubrovka there. I think Lascelles is going to.
He was.
No, he's not. Yeah, I thought he was going to head that back to the keeper, but he's decided not to. He's launched over midfield. It's going long to nobody. Chris Wood was near it, but lovely back heel by Watford. And there's a beautiful inside wing ball. Watford are in on goal here. Dubrovka, you've got to come out. And Dubrovka makes a crucial save from King, who was in acres of space. He sprung that offside beautifully.
How could one through ball take out the entire defence?
Skinned Trippier there, didn't he? Absolutely skinned Trippier. And I actually thought Dubrovka should have kept on coming out there, but he sort of comes out, checks his run, spreads himself wide, gets to the block, goes out for a... Well, Dubrovka thinks it's a goal kick. Dubrovka thinks it's a goal kick, but...
Yeah,
it is a goal kick. It was a goal kick. It looked like a corner.
That's a warning sign, that, though. We really need to pay heed to that, because that was one through ball cut through the whole defence.
It's going to be another one of those games. Oh, yeah, Bobby's not wrong.
We're just seeing that space open up in the middle of the park as well.
Someone take over. I've just lost my stream.
Watford's just pinging around in the back end, back half at the moment. Newcastle's starting to drop really deep. No pressure on the Watford player with the ball.
That's not a good sign.
Straight
I hope
out
the hell
for
we're
it.
not trying to see out a draw here.
Yeah, Watford's just kicked
Yeah,
it straight
win.
out of play though.
If we start doing that thing that Newcastle teams always do, where they sit back and try to go for the 1-0, we are fucked.
They've had 55% possession in this half to our 45. So
Watford have.
definitely lost.
Yeah.
Watford have had 55, so we've definitely lost a little bit of control of the ball.
Yes, but
in the first half.
That being said, it's all been in their half in front of the goalkeeper. So it's not like they've been dangerous with it.
That chance is a warning sign, though, because
No,
Newcastle always needs. It's like what we were saying earlier. I just really don't trust us to keep a clean sheet.
Keep us.
I think we might need another go.
well, my stream's shut itself. I have to try and think of another way in.
Newcastle on the break down the right hand side. Almost through for Wood. Back to Wood now.
He's not been able to sniff, has he, Chris Wood?
No, he's been surrounded every time he's had the ball. Maxi.
Jonathan's got the ball out wide. Low crossing, but no one there.
Come on, Joe. I'd love to see Joe get a goal.
He deserves it. He really does.
He does for his performances.
I think the whole crowd would go absolutely mental if he gets a goal. Like,
Free kick for Watford, but he's played advantage because Longstaff's too slow.
Oh, he's burned him there.
They're getting a bit of joy down Trippier's side now.
yeah, that's where the chance came from.
Head on goal saved by Dubravka.
Good save. Good
Fuck
save.
me.
We need to do something here because they're getting on top a little bit.
Yeah, we could use Almiron on. I agree.
Yeah.
Get some pace on.
Mm-hmm.
If for nothing else than just to kind of give that sort of chance on the break, but just to harass the opposition a bit more.
Joe's got a bit of cramp or something.
Yeah, but
So play a stop. Joe's down his
arse off.
I'm not surprised. He's covered every blade again, hasn't he? Centre midfield sensation.
So who are you bringing off for Miggy then, if you have to?
Probably Longstaff. I don't think he's doing anything.
No.
Would you not bring a look in that case?
Fraser's on a yellow.
That's a fair point.
Don't know.
You could always even throw the young staff. I got his name. Who's on the bench? He'll be hungry for it. Why not?
Anderson?
Anderson, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I don't think you'll chuck him into this, though.
No.
He's got to give him a chance at some point.
Centre midfielder, yeah.
So Watford making a sub here. Off goes, who's that?
Ngakia.
Off went Nkaki and went on came Filomena. On comes Filomena.
Looks like if you ordered Gerard Piqué from Wish.
Random. Joe's back on.
Yeah.
There he is. Wins a header. Show Longstaff. No, it's Chris Wood. God damn it. Longstaff. Beautiful ball forward to Fraser. Defending back to the keeper from Ben Foster. Slices out of play. And it's a throw into Newcastle down Newcastle's right.
You're having a hard time with Longstaff and Wood, aren't you, Lee?
I can't make them out. 10,000 miles away, what do you want? So Trippier with a throw in here. To Lascelles, who's immediately lost the ball. Watford on the ball here. There's a man up front. He's available on the wing. Lascelles has missed the chance to tackle him. There's a man on the overlap. He's inside. Sissoko. It's Sissoko. He's absolutely balls it. He's balls closed it up and the crowd goes wild. Oh, wow. That was disgustingly easy. Look at that, though. I was saying before that it looked static, but this was far too easy.
Lascelles doing his best Kieran Clark impression.
Yeah. Paul Dummett sucked into the middle.
That's why we need 2 new centre-backs.
Yeah. This is the problem, that they've always got that mistake in them at the moment. It's like watching Titus fucking Bramble again.
I can't believe Sissoko missed that.
Boom song.
I can.
Yeah.
I can't actually.
What a centre-half pairing that was, eh?
Was Graham Chines's finest, that one, wasn't it?
Boom song.
Yeah. 8 million from Rangers, was it?
That from Lascelles is just like lack of concentration, which is unforgivable at this level. You can't do that.
Yeah.
He was going for either a tackle or a hack, and he got neither.
He did what Clark did against Norwich. He gave it away badly and then tried to hack it. He was not in quite as bad position, but that's exactly what Clark did.
Yeah.
Shocking.
We've got to get another goal here. Hey, my God, these Watford players have thrown themselves to the ground with the slightest of touches. Fucking embarrassing. Anyway.
Dimi's losing his shit again. Rightly so.
It's not like Dimi.
Calm, level-headed Dimi.
I actually agree, though. Like, Lascelles, he needs to be careful. He's going to lose his position in the team, which is quite right. But he'll be sold from the club soon anyway, probably. But he's just not good enough. You can't do that, you know? It's like Sunday League defender.
But he's gone from like our organizer of the defense to just being like this complete waste of space at the moment.
There's a round of applause for David Harrison there, the old food bank collector.
Yeah, food bank guy. Yeah.
Died recently. Oh, St. Maxi was in the middle, tried to spread it wide to Kieran Trippier and basically wafted it like a cat's paw. Got nothing on it. So it's with Watford just into Newcastle's half, down the wing, down there right. Blocked by Joe Linton, who then proceeds to lose it. Sissoko, I think. No, it wasn't Sissoko.
It was.
Anyway, it's with Watford down the right. There's an overlap. If he's going to take it, he has taken it. And the ball's squared back to that fella. But it's went out for a corner to Watford. 70 minutes. This will be a shocking time to concede. I mean, there's never a good time, but gives them just enough time to take the impetus, doesn't it? And they've pretty much taken the ball by the horns here after going down 1-0. Your whole thing about dropping the heads, Craig, hasn't really transpired. It looked like it
hasn't. First 5 minutes they did, but then as if we've just invited them back
Watford, free kick it into the box. It's sliced wide by whoever that guy is.
I don't know any of these players.
Number 39. He's went with his left foot outside. He's tried to be finessing it into the top corner. It went miles away.
I think that's Kumbaya.
Kumbaya, was it? Kumbaya, it is.
He's going to need a wing and a prayer to get those goals in.
Oh, nice. Like that. So it's a goal kick to Dubravka, 70 minutes. When do you think he's going to make the first change?
I was going to say, still no sign of any changes.
Yeah. He's got to get some fresh legs on.
Loving the positivity, Bobby. I think you're right.
Paul Dummett is giving away a free kick. No, Cher was, sorry. He's picked up a yellow. I think we need to change the formation or something because they've done something Watford and we're getting nowhere near the ball now.
Well, we're just doing that usual thing where we've gone up and like they don't believe enough that they can actually score another. So they're just like sitting back and they're just dropping deeper and deeper. It's every time.
So Paul Dummett got a book in there as well somehow. Was that for the previous tackle, maybe? Picked up a few yellows here. Newcastle easily defend the free kick. Oh,
just take.
Why did he do that? Take a touch, Longstaff. Longstaff had a chance to take the ball and run with it, and he just launched it right back to Watford. And Watford have said, "Thank you very much." Back in our half, robbed by Joe Linton. Watford go down like a sack of shit again. Fraser wide to St. Maximin down Newcastle's left. He's got Fraser Back to St. Maxi, who takes his eye off the ball and loses it. And now Watford have got the ball.
Oh,
And man on overlap, square back. It's just simple 1-2 is this. St. Maxi's managed to get himself back. There's a man over on the wing there, far back, but it's not going to get him.
I don't know if this is because they're tired or they're just losing concentration. But they're
Watford are looking for a runner.
Little mistakes.
it's nerves.
Switch it out wide.
Nervous.
Just look
Ball's
nervy,
launched
yeah.
into the box. And Dubravka thought of coming, but he changed his mind. Dennis on the ball inside the box. And it's crossed in, but defended. Now St. Maximin's on the ball. And he takes his time this time, gives it to Shelby. No, he doesn't. He gives it. Yeah, he does. Shelby. Who then gives it away. I was about to say I forgot he was on the pitch, but I'm not surprised if he's doing that.
It shouldn't be.
What is he doing?
So scrappy.
Watford again with the ball. This is really good pressure from Watford. 72 minutes, 73 minutes. Cross is going to come in. It's defended slightly, but ball is still active inside the box. And it's been given as a handball. I didn't see that, did you? Off King. Referee's seen a handball anyway, so thank God for that. It takes the pressure off Newcastle because that looked dangerous. It's looking a bit like Watford are just lining up outside the box, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Jeez, was that a handball?
Everton have scored against Norwich 2-1.
2-1. That was a very tight. Oh, here comes Jacob Murphy.
Murphy's coming on.
Good ball.
Murphy.
Coming by the looks of it. Maybe.
Fraser.
No, Fraser.
He's booked and he's probably knackered as well.
It's good.
No, he's put a shift in.
He has.
I love
It's
Fraser.
not an match so far.
Longstaff or Shelby will come off.
The centre of midfield's been the worry though.
Yeah.
Just been
It's Longstaff and Shelby. They just offer
Longstaff.
nothing.
You need a. This is where we need like a Toyota kind of figure here, don't we? That's where we need.
Yeah, we need one anyway.
Yeah.
So Murphy's on, but who else are you going to bring on? I wouldn't trust Willock. It looks like Watford are going to make a sub as well. Looks like Clever. What do you call him? Doodah? Tom Cleverley.
Nathan Cleverley.
Yeah.
Oh, the Lightning's in.
Balls with Watford in Newcastle's half. Lascelles does that lazy launch. Got three blokes trying to go for the ball. None of them really got to it. Joe makes something out of it. Shelby does one of his snap crosses to Watford. Thank you very much. Shelby needs to come off. He's doing nothing. In fact, I might actually.
All he's doing is trying his Hollywood balls again, and it's just not coming off.
I would probably consider putting Willock on just to get John Joe Shelby off at the minute because he's doing nothing. Absolutely
He's booked
nothing.
as well.
And he's booked as well.
He won't take Shelby off. He'll take Longstaff off first, I think.
Well, he's got plenty of options.
Really.
Oh wait, how far up the pitch has he gone here? Anyway, Watford's just took a throw in. 11 attempts to 14. Newcastle 11. 1 on target. Watford with 4 on target. That's all been second half, really. So Newcastle have the ball in the middle. Shelby with the ball. He's passed to Joe Linton, who spreads it out to St. Maximin. And he's taking on his man. He still has the ball. He looked to see if Chris Wood was there, but where the hell was Chris Wood? Oh, he was coming too tight, wasn't he? So Newcastle all the way back to Dubravka, which is fine, I suppose, but we're not very good at looking after 1-0s, are we?
No.
We're not very good at that ball.
Very nervy.
We've already, I think it was 18 points or something we've already given away from winning positions this season. Something like that. It's not good.
Most in the league, isn't it, this season?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The next goal in this, if there is one, is so crucial. It's unreal.
Yeah, ball's gone out of play. There's a Watford man down with cramp by the looks of things, and here comes Tom Cleverley. So they're showing up their midfield. What the hell are we going to do about ours? Samir's down with the cramp. That Russian guy looks like he's trying to take his leg off.
No, I'm sure that Russian bloke was the one that killed John Wick's dog.
No, John Wick's dog was killed by the dude at Game of Thrones, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was.
Was he?
Get your facts right, man. Christ's sake.
Come on, man. It's nearly 3 o'clock in the morning.
I'm having nightmares about him tonight.
I've been asleep. I've been awake for 20 hours.
Mate, man, I was up at 5:45. It was like 2 hours after you, before you.
That's your fault.
I've got a bloody kid.
Again, that's your fault.
It's not my fault. Wait, I suppose it is. I'm going to try and be in bed as much as possible tomorrow. So
No.
up until about 7 o'clock. Fuck's sake.
I've done that for 2 days.
Must be nice. So anyway, Newcastle with the ball, throwing deep in West Ham's, in Watford's half here. It's went off for another throw to Newcastle. Cross still.
I don't mind this slowing it down a bit. That's all right.
Got to play the game on your own terms, aren't you?
Yeah.
Cushwood having to come a little bit deep there just to get the bloody ball. Murphy's done well to shield that and square it to Dummett, who then passes it to Maximin, so we'll probably lose it now, and he's lost it. So here come Watford. Up the line, blocked by Dummett. And it's up for Watford throw on the halfway line.
Tell me what, for Dummett's first game in however many months, he's not doing too bad, to be honest.
He's a good defender. He's a solid defender. He always has been.
Yeah, but they've mostly been down there, right? He hasn't always been. He used to be shit.
I reckon
Rafa sorted him out.
Since Rafa was there.
Watford with the ball here, deep in Newcastle's half on the wing, a little bit inside. Joe Linton looked like he gave away a free kick, but the referee's let it go. Yeah. Shaw's bringing the ball out.
Shaw's going up into midfield.
Yeah, getting nosebleeds. He's giving it to St. Maximum. He's in the middle of the park here. He's come towards the box. He's got a bit of space. He's inside the box.
What?
He's tried to square it. He's bounced off some defender's arse.
Shot
Probably should have as well. And Watford have done very well to get that out of the box, actually. And it's for a throw in. There's some heavy tackles going in. Actually, the referee's letting them go. I feel like St. Maximum thinks he's got another one in him. Like,
I don't know why he didn't shoot there. He got into a good position.
Yeah. Well, it's because he hasn't got a left foot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's why it was.
He needed to cut back, and he just didn't have the space to cut back onto his right.
You never know as well. You can get a bit of chaos just by kicking this hard into the middle. But here's Watford anyway. They're in their own half, maintaining possession quite effectively. Newcastle are kind of dropping off here. They're not really pressing anymore. I think they are going to try and go for 1-0, God help us. Still no... Yes, there's one subs. Jacob Murphy's on.
I think
here comes Watford. Got an overlap down the wing, and Dummett has defended it at the cost of a corner. 79 minutes, 33 seconds. 1-0 Newcastle. This is a corner to Watford. Down Watford's right, Newcastle's left. And it looks like Newcastle are going to have all the players back. I always like to see a Newcastle player on the... What the...
Bit of lightning kicking off.
That's a bit of lightning in Brisbane.
Yeah.
And it's cleared by Joe Linton. And it was a kick back in, but it's been cleared again. Watford still have the ball. It's out wide to the wing. And it's been kicked into the middle of the box and just about defended by Newcastle. Trippier using his skill and experience there just to gently chest it down to Dubravka. I think, again, Dubravka should have been... Dex, no.
No, he said that. He said that when there was a corner.
Thank God.
I agree with Bobby and Craig's comments here, though.
Here's St. Maximin down the wing. St. Maximin's on the left here. He's taking on his man. He's been held up. Still has it. Still down the wing. He's pulled it back to Shelby, who's going to take a shot, and it's just over the bar. That's it. Just was probably well over the bar. Cries of shoot from the Lee's end. That always works out well, doesn't it?
Why do they do that? They should be banned from doing that.
Shoot from the kickoff. That's what I like to do. Warming up. I kind of thought he was going to bring on Richie, I'll be honest with you, for a bit of defensive quality. Not that much, obviously, but more than Miggy. And a bit of pace down the wing. That's what I was kind of expecting. But then who would you take off for that?
Forgot Richie was on the bench.
Richie's on the bench. Here comes Watford with a new sub as well. Watford in the centre of their own box here, and not under any real pressure at the minute. But Newcastle are playing a high line here, so Chris Wood's chasing down Ben Foster, who gets the ball away, straight back to Newcastle. And Xavi made a header forward, but Sean Longstaff was offside, so he couldn't touch it. And the ball's still with Watford, deep in their own half. They've launched it forward, and it's easily defended again by Newcastle, and it's with Longstaff, who wants it down the wing, but he's not going to get it. And we've just given the ball away, so Watford are back on the ball.
Six, man.
And Lascelles again with a terrible ball. He's given shit to his teammates for that terrible pass. What a captain. And I mean, that could easily be a free kick as well. He led with his arm. It was proper Shearer. Watford back with the ball, back in their own half. Newcastle are obviously keeping a lot of men back because we've got 4 people in the box in their half now, but we didn't just before then. Trying to apply a bit of pressure. And Watford have launched it long and lost it. Bit of a tussle. Watford have headed it out on the halfway line for a Newcastle throw-in. 83 minutes.
Squeaky bum time, lads.
The
Squeaky
Cells
bum
is an
time.
awful pass over the ball.
He's had a pretty bad game.
Sorry, Craig, what were you saying?
It's squeaky bum time. It's This is when I'm more nervous than any. If they score here, we've got so little time to put it back. Come on. It's like fucking Burnley all over again.
Referee's telling Dummett to get on with it. There's going to be a bit of extra time, obviously. So Dummett takes a throw in, halfway line, towards, who the hell was that? Trippier. And Watford managed to wrestle the ball back. And they've spread it out to the other wing. Lots of space in front of Watford right now.
Oh, we've got to get that sub on. Maxi's knackered.
Yeah, he is.
Move, can he?
Watford still with the ball in their own half. You wouldn't think they were 1-0 down. There's no obvious sense of urgency that I can see. Sideways pass instead of forwards. Right, so now they've managed to make a bit of space on the halfway line here. It's been spread out wide, but Trippier's intercepted. And now it's Longstaff, who's looking for options. Doesn't really have a lot of outs in front of him. And Newcastle, whoa, easy. Newcastle, Murphy, holy shit.
Jesus Christ.
Murphy was under intense pressure there from Watford, and he goes down and wins a free kick. I'm not sure it was a free kick, but he's in his own half. He was under pressure. And I've just shot myself from that thunder. Cheers very much.
Here
comes Miggy. Here comes Miggy.
Getting that in your part of Brisbane as well, or is that just...
Yeah, we've got lightning going off here.
God.
I can't see nothing out of my window.
If it's not...
Here comes St. Maxi. He's off.
Me waking my daughter up by shouting at the TV, it's going to be that thunder.
That's loud as that, like.
85
85 minutes. St. Maximin's coming off. Miggy's coming on. Is this a change of formation as well, or is it just a like for like? I assume it's going to be a.
It's probably just put more pressure on. Just a pressure.
Miggy's natural position's down the left.
Yep, that's what I'm thinking. So, nice little smile and hug there from the two of them. Come on, Miggy. Miggy's just as susceptible to give the ball away as St. Maximin is, mind you.
He'll track back a lot more though.
Right.
Woodbury had a touch, has he?
That Russian defender's family's coming. Quick, man, go and have a test. Oh, so balls with Watford in their own half. Newcastle suddenly seem to have a little stretch of life. Here comes Sissoko down the right wing, and he's crossed it into the middle, but absolutely awful. Straight into Bradford's hands, who gets on with it really quick. He probably could have spent a bit of time there. Joe Linton on the ball here in his own half, and does well to keep possession. Yeah, Dubravka should have kept a hold of that. I don't know why he got on with it so quick. Anyway, it's back in play. It's in Newcastle's half still with Newcastle. It's kicked up into the middle, and Chris Wood was
How was
getting
that not a free kick?
Chris Wood was
Oh,
had it all over him. Gets nothing. with Watford in Newcastle's half. It's all very static in front of whoever this fella is. Spread out to Watford's right. It's a nice 1-2 with their fullback, wing back. Into the middle, and they've scored. Fuck off. Oh, it's Pedro. Fuck me. Classic Newcastle.
Fucking Joe. This fucking team, honestly.
Just sit back. Invite pressure.
87th minute. 87th minute. This wouldn't have happened even if Dubravka just had a hold of it. He's got a man in front of him. He still gets in front. It's whipped in by whoever that is. There's a man down on his arse. Lascelles gets dominated. He's got his face to the goal. He's all kinds of wrong. It's headed straight into the corner. Dubravka can't get anywhere near it. And 1-1. And Ranieri, the Tinker Man, goes absolutely mental on the line. I love Ranieri. So that was Pedro who scored that, in case anyone's wondering.
That's just so shit. Defensive.
Typical Newcastle, isn't it?
Lascelles is 6'4" and he just stood there.
When he jumped, he's 4'6".
You know, we don't deserve to stay up if we're going to do this. Give away points like this all the time.
Eddie Howe looks absolutely gutted on the wing there, on the touchline.
That's just so many individual errors at the moment, though. That's what's killing us.
There's probably about 5 minutes to see out there. Dubravka plays the ball in without. Why he didn't keep a hold of that ball, I'll never know.
Yeah.
So it's back with Watford in their own half, and they've hooped it up long, and it's been defended. Miggy touched to Joe, and Watford suddenly have a new lease of life, and who can blame them? And that was a climb all over Joe, nothing given. It's all over Chris Wood, who finally gets his free kick, and the defender gets a yellow card. And 89 minutes, this is a free kick. That's a blatant yellow as well from... I didn't see his name. Who was that?
Samir.
Oh, Sammy. So, yellow card for Sammy. 90th minute, really. Free kick. 35 yards out.
I totally agree with Robert. It's like Lascelles needs to be dropped. Yeah. It's like just a liability at the moment.
Who though?
We need to buy someone.
Well, exactly. We need to buy someone.
Yeah, but we haven't bought anyone yet, have we? So the ball's ping-ponging around, a bit of head tennis in the box, Watford box, but they managed to get away with it. And a lovely back heel there. And Watford are on the way here. We've got a man on the wing on the overlap who's received the ball now. And Watford have got 5 up front here. And that fella took a kick and it's gone off for a corner to Watford. 4 minutes extra time.
Difference. There is the difference right there. Watford had 5 players forward. When do we ever get that? When like we've got Maxi running forward and maybe one other supporting him, and that's it.
We've tried to play for the 1-0. I'm telling you. All our impetus just dropped and we started sitting deep. And this is a corner to Watford. They can easily get another goal here. It's an in-swinger. And Dubravka's came out and claimed. And now you want to get on with it quick, Dubravka. And he can't. He's been held up by a Watford player. It's well played by a Watford player there. He's looking for an out. 91st minute. He still isn't getting rid of the ball yet. Christ almighty. He holds it. He gets rid of it when he needs to hold it. Holds it when he needs to get rid of it. Shelby's Hollywooded it up to Woods, who is taken down and given a free kick against him.
Fuck's sakes, man.
Wasn't offside.
Backing into the I think.
I'm not sure there's much in that.
Yeah, no. It's pretty soft, but yeah. That was Sammy again. I imagine the Watford players are going to stay down as long as they can now. Watford fans barely moving. You'd thought they'd be jumping around. It is pretty cold, like. There's that one fella with a scarf jumping up and down.
It looks like Harry.
Fucking stupid.
Tell you what,
Time to concede a
if we
goal.
kind of beat Watford, where are the points coming from?
You'll be happy.
This game as well was a good advert for other players who are trying to potentially sign if we're out of the relegation zone.
That's
If
the
any
worry, isn't it?
potential signings watching this, they're going to think, now what's the point?
So anyway, the ball's back in play. It's with Miggy in his own half. He just launches it stupidly to nobody. And like as if we're winning, which we're not. And anyway, Newcastle still have the ball, still with Watford. Trippier tried to get a handball there, but he was nowhere going to get it. Watford now have it on the wing. Beautiful touch there by whoever that is. It's played inside. Nice back heel to Sissoko, who squares it to somebody, Kamara. And it's launched into the box. And there's lots of space here for Watford. Free kick given to Newcastle. Not exactly sure what for. 92 minutes and 43 seconds.
Yeah, it's getting tougher and tougher. I mean, I do agree, Dexter. It's like, you know, Longstaff and Shelvey are just losing that midfield. But, you know, who are they going to bring on? That's the big problem at the moment for Howe. It's like, I mean, it's not like Willock has been outstanding this season. I mean, he's on the bench for a reason. If you look at, you know, who else have we got to go in? You got sort of Anderson, who's like an untested teenager or whatever he is, like never played a Premier League game. I just don't see what the options are. Yeah, we just don't have the options.
I think
Well,
it's fair to criticize Howe though when he's not making changes, but when he's got the
he's
tools,
Watford down the wing.
he doesn't have them really, you know, and it's just so
Watford
frustrating.
tried to do a clever dink to corner it. 94th minute already. 4 minutes extra time. This is going to be a draw. I think Dexter's called this one, didn't he?
I thought it'd be 1-1.
Shea has tried to let the ball go out there. Just lazily watch the ball go over his head.
Can't keep clean sheets. I don't think we've kept one clean sheet all season against Burnley, I think.
So this is Watford with the ball exactly where you want it. And that's full time.
That's fucking
1-1, boys.
Not great. That feels like 2 points dropped.
Of course it was. 5 minutes to go, and we managed to fuck it up.
Again.
But again, we just sat back and invited pressure. We go a goal up, and then they've got no answer to like build on the lead. It's like always just sit back and soak up pressure. But
Is that the players, or is that a tactical decision to do that though? Because I can't see why a manager would say, "Stop attacking and start sitting back now." You know,
I can't see. I think that's players. It's got to be on the players just being like so lacking in confidence that they can see that game out and like, you know, oh shit, we're in the lead now. Like we're gonna have to sort of defend this. But yeah, it's just.
There's no way.
Just disappointing that that's their answer for going a goal up is to sit back and soak up pressure.
There's no way that isn't from the manager. There's no way that he would just stand there and let them play like that. He'd be screaming to get up front. He'd be telling them to move forward, and he's not. He's letting them do that. So that's coming from the manager. That's coming from the management staff. Has to be. And that is probably the worst.
It's conditioned into these players, though. I think it's conditioned into the players are not very good, and if it's just conditioned into them after so long that they just don't know how to win football games. I think Eddie Howe's he's had 2 players added to his squad, and the squad's fucking shit. You know, like the defense is absolutely terrible. They make individual mistakes every game. I think it's fair to question the tactics.
I think on the balance of the second half, Watford deserved it.
Job.
After the second half, Watford deserved a goal there.
Yeah.
We didn't deserve to be ahead. We had one shot on target in the whole game. You know, so
Fucking shocking.
We couldn't have complained if we'd lost that game.
So 5 minutes to go. Newcastle fucked it up. Stop us if you've heard it before. Welcome to Newcastle World. Fucking hell.
Yeah, again, it's not that we're creating anything. It's like this individual bit of brilliance from St. Maximin that gets us the goal. And it's like we don't seem to be creating anything from open play very much, other than this mazy, jinky run out of nowhere that just is almost against the run of play.
I'm almost more concerned about that lack of attacking creativity than I am about the defence, because the defence can be put down to individual errors, but the lack of kind of cohesion going forward is a real concern. We seem to have that against Brentford in his first game, but we haven't scored more than one goal in any game other than that game. So the whole team needs changes to it, and it's going to take time to do that, and we don't have time. We can't keep not winning games. We're going to get relegated.
Well, you've got Longstaff and Shelby, who literally did nothing in the centre of the park, and they're the ones that are supposed to be running the game. And they lost the midfield there, and as Dexter said, they were losing the midfield. But again, as I said, what's the options? We've got no quality in the squad to actually get that. Then you've got Fraser's worked his ass off, but you can't do it all on his own. St. Maximin, apart from his goal, did very little other than just give the ball away. Joe Linton was great in terms of winning the ball and trying to hold on to it, but again, he's getting no support in the middle of the park.
I think Chris Woodbrook had about 4 touches that whole game.
He was just surrounded for the whole game. He just had no space.
I mean, obviously St. Maxim scored the bloody goal. All right, boys. Let's pick a man of the match, and then we'll get to the end of this and go to bed in a huff.
It's 3 a.m. Great.
So deflated.
Yeah.
Who's man of the match? I'll pick. I think I'll go for Joe, actually.
Yeah.
I think Joe Linton's probably been the most consistent throughout the game. Yeah, I'm good with that.
Craig?
I'll go joint with Fraser.
Yeah, Fraser was pretty good, but then obviously he went off and Joe stayed on and did a lot of good work.
Yeah.
Fuck me. What a deflating result. Do we have a live table we can show?
Please don't.
Pretty much as you were, isn't it? Are we bottom now? Did Norwich see the game out and win?
I believe so.
Norwich won.
They won, did they?
Yeah.
So that'll be us rock bottom.
We're a point ahead of Burnley, who've got 3 games in hand.
Fuck it, Doc. That's not great, is it?
Yeah, disappointing.
Tell you what, we're going to get torn apart at Ellen Road.
Unbelievable. Can I interact with this? No, I don't have to. Yeah, all right. Any final words before we get out of here and go beat our wives up?
The Spurs fans jumped into the comments. Hello.
That's all right. Fair enough. They're doing all right. Much better than us. I mean, this isn't exactly an edgy comment, is it? We are now. We're going down at this rate. This is not exactly an edgy comment. Anyway, best of luck not getting into Europe. Shouldn't be allowed to buy a league. I mean, come on. Man United's been doing that for 20 years.
Shouldn't be able to put your stadium on tick either and have £1 billion worth of debt. But, it happens.
Well, I don't think we're going to be in the same division as Spurs next season, so I don't think you need to worry about us.
No.
At least it didn't do with West Ham where they got the public to pay for it.
Yeah.
All right, boys. Any final words?
There's better pies in the Championship.
It's not good for us out here.
No, indeed.
That's true.
Any final words, Mark? Any final words?
No, it was just disappointing. Deflated. Hope for a bounce after the depressing cup game, but just can't seem to string anything together.
I think even if we'd have won that game, I wouldn't have necessarily felt that good because we just didn't play very well in that game today. So the result would have been nice, but at the end of the day, you get what you deserve, really. So what can you say?
It would have been nice to be out. I think psychologically, it would have been nice to be outside of the bottom 3.
Yeah, I think so.
And then you can start looking up. You can look at Leeds and think, all right, we need to do this, we need to do that. We can start trying to plan how we catch them. If we keep playing like that, we're fucked, basically. I mean, we're probably fucked already. But if we keep playing like that, we've got no chance. That was against a team around us. We have to beat the teams around us. We can't, if we can't beat the teams around us, we are utterly fucked.
We can't beat anybody. Yeah.
So it's going to make like you say, it's going to make the job of getting new signings in all the harder. Not a great result. All right, let's leave it there. 1-1. Newcastle had the lead until 5 minutes before the end of the game, and of course they Newcastle the result and fucked it right in the butt. And it's ended 1-1. Watford deserved it. To be fair, they deserved the second half showing. We lost all control of that game in the second half, and it's ended 1-1. No good to us. Pretty good for Watford. So thanks for joining us, everyone in the chat. Enjoyed it, apart from all you dickheads who take the piss. No, it's all good. It's all good. We'll next be back. When we're next back, it's going to be a review.
Monday or Tuesday, reviewing this fucking shit show. Can't wait.
Right. Well, that'll be fun.
Tune in.
Yeah. I won't be part of that. You can do it yourselves. All right, lads. Cheers for the company. Sorry that was so shit. And thanks everyone. We'll see you in the next podcast.
Have a good one.
Take it easy.
Appreciate the interaction, guys. Thanks. See ya.
Yep, cheers.
Thanks a lot.